Chopped Liver is recorded in front of a live studio audience.
You think you're weird? I think you're dumb. You f***ing know makes me so fun. You're drunk now, just go home. You're drunk now, just go home. You're drunk now, just go home. You're drunk now. You think you're special? Coming to you live from the luscious loins of LaPel, Indiana. My name is Shipwreck Chef. Hanging out always with Polly, motherfucking Punk, and Peter fucking Graves.
What?
Gentlemen, our special guest tonight, ladies and gentlemen, our special guest tonight is none other than Jordan Monschein and Jackie Lawson.
What?
Hit that applause button, Peter. Top
Top
left. Oh no! There it is. My bad. My bad. I wasn't looking at the board.
You know what? That was a great fucking Fiverr song that we started out with.
That's a wah 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 moment right there. Yeah. So, how was your guys' daytime commute?
It sucked.
It sucked, huh?
Fitting.
I work from home, so I don't have to deal with that.
Oh, that's
shit.
awesome. Did it take you guys forever to get here? Did you get lost?
No,
See any cops?
no.
Yes.
LaPel's
I'm
famous
leaving,
for their
maybe.
cops.
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna keep messing with my camera. I got nothing else to do in my hands. So, anyways, yeah, I gotta stop doing that. Just gotta let me move my. I'm like an amateur hour tonight.
Yeah, it's all right. You'll
Messing
get
with my
used to it.
camera. Yeah, I'll get used to it. So, anyways, shitty daytime commute. Right on.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess so.
So, why don't you show everybody the gift that you brought for the show tonight? Oh yeah.
I was thinking about bringing an actual turkey, but
That's what I thought was gonna happen.
I mean, you could. I mean, everybody would have been okay with that too. But
I would have laughed if you had. Hell yeah. So we're starting the show off with shots. That's fucking dope.
Nothing wrong with that.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, I can see it in your eye, man. I can see it in your eye. You're like, fuck.
you gotta love
It's
a
some
wild
shit
turkey, man.
though. It's some shit for sure. Has everybody here had turkey? Peter, have you ever heard turkey?
I mean, I had it on Thanksgiving. Sorry.
Yeah, of course, right?
101, baby.
The good thing about the wild turkey is, you know, it's got 101% alcohol or whatever. It's 101 proof, so
101,
like
man.
it kills everything that you got. So you know, we don't have to worry about getting
Cups or
things
yeah.
from you.
I mean, doesn't what? Have you? No, man. It's true though. I mean, technically, like a church and shit, they drink wine after each other, right?
That's blood,
Yes.
man.
Is it? Oh, the blood of
Yeah,
Christ.
it is.
Zombies.
Zombies.
But right, yeah. So cheers, everybody. Everybody out there watching. Looks like Mike Mickey's already commenting quite a bit. Hi, Jeanette. How are you doing?
I can't see any comments over here. And I'm too blind
That's
to see
okay.
that shit over
You-
there.
You don't need to
It's
see
just
them.
it's just Mike Minke, so I don't really care.
No, we got a
Oh.
couple others.
I love Mike though. He's okay.
Yeah, he drew blood as soon as we started the last week's podcast, like you did.
Yeah.
Automatically talking shit.
That's pretty nice
That's good.
looking, isn't it?
Sounds about right.
Did you hear what? Did you see the beginning of the show last week, Polly?
Mm.
First thing that Mike said was, "Polly's never here, anyways." I was like, "Fuck you! He is here."
I mean, to be honest, we were trying to figure out if he was going to be here tonight too. So,
Oh, really?
So we're like, yeah, probably not.
He knows where
That's
we're at.
fair. That's fair. Yeah, it's been one thing after another lately. It
Yeah,
seems like,
dude.
you know, but you'll have that. You'll have that.
You had like two major car accidents,
Yep.
and then last week
I went through COVID.
he threw his back
I went-
out, and
yep.
he threw his
It's
back
been
out.
a real shitty 2022.
he had
man.
he had a threesome
Yeah.
on his lunch break. Threw his back out.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
I was
what.
getting rammed by a couple of homeowners.
Oh my god!
I was about to say it doesn't sound that bad, but all right.
No, I'm good. Thanks.
Okay, right on.
then we'll pass it back around this direction.
That's cool. Jordan, you want to hang on to that?
Yeah, I can try to reach it. Oh, fuck, stretch.
Hell yeah! Thank you, Peter, for running sound and running the cameras and the comments today. It's really it's gonna be, god damn it, it's gonna be a really weird experience for me not doing anything. So just bear with me doing this shit.
What do you do with your hand?
Yeah, I'm like, oh no, oh god. But yeah, so
Is this the longest you've ever had to sit still?
pretty much my whole life.
Right?
Charlie Rich chimed in. What's up, Chuck? Popped in for a second. Oh, well, he's probably not here anymore. And he's gone.
Cheers.
Just like that. Cheers. So, guys, what brings you to the podcast? Why did you guys ask to be on this podcast?
Well, I have strong feelings about bands.
I like your shirt.
Me too. It's great.
It's a throwback.
Great. I really think
It
that
is.
I really think that Tight Like a Tiger is the best tribute band I've seen. Actually, no, I was listening to XM radio today, a radio show I listened to, and they were talking about what makes a tribute band, and like what makes a band after, like, when are they not the band anymore, right? And it's like, oh, after the lead singer goes, so no more Dead Boys. Sorry, Cheetah. And then they said, well, you know, if it's all the original members, and I was like, the best tribute band though is Tight Like a Tiger. And-
All right.
But yeah, I love it.
Yeah,
I
should've
don't
brought
get it.
Nick- you
I'm new
should've
to the
brought Nick.
drama. You got to explain that to me. Why is Tight Like a Tiger a tribute band?
They're a fiber tribute band.
Is it? Are they missing like one member or something?
No, it's they dress up like the guys in Fiber
Okay.
and they play Fiber songs. That's a tribute band.
I mean, he
Oh.
really does have a point. You know, you
We
guys
changed-
might be
okay,
up for
all right,
best
all
tribute
right.
band award
We-
next
we
year. I don't
changed-
know.
We changed our band name to Tight Like a Tiger in 2021. Right after we put out an album under the band name Fiber. It was like I think we even won an award as Fiber, and then just turned around and changed our name to Tight Like a Tiger. I always laugh about it because it's funny, you know. And to be
It's-
honest with you, like from day one, whenever like you or others would make fun of the fact that we
It's
changed,
it's me and Jesse. It's me and Jesse, maybe one other person.
I always, you know, I've always approached it as embrace it. You know, it's fun.
Yeah.
It is fun. It is, and it's okay to make fun of ourselves too. You know.
And it's part of it, you know, the signs, the beads, everything. It's just
Yeah.
I really wish I would have done the
Imagine if
signs
we
last week,
did.
but-
Imagine if we did all the beads and the stuff that you throw around the whatever the
Streamers?
the streamers. Imagine if we did that as Fiber. It would just be
Cans of
brown
beans.
and like a full green streamer, Everybody- or like a light tan brown. You're gonna want to move your mic up, Jackie, for sure.
at the last show that you guys did, somebody gave Menke the streamers, and instead of holding on to him to throw him, he's just decorating them out, just putting that everywhere. I'm like,
During
"Mike,
the
what
set.
like right before the set, like somebody's like, "Here, hold on to this," and he just starts decorating everything. That's why there's streamers all over the place.
I love that.
It's like
Mike's
they're
ate
better.
up.
They're better being thrown, but it looked nice. It looked really nice.
Hell yeah.
You should have done the glitter. Sorry, Rob, but y'all should have went with the glitter.
So you know, usually we have all types of people come on the show. So I'm gonna come at you with a little bit more broader questions during the first hour. So typically we do drugs, sex, rock and roll, and supernatural, right?
Sure.
So because I'm assuming that a lot of the people watching this may not know what y'all like your main things that you do are. So like, for example, obviously Jordan is a chef, cook, whatever. So tell the people like how you got into music, like all the like
Oh, that's a
all
story.
your activities in which you do stuff. Kind of let everybody in on it. Like,
That's a
I'm
story.
Jordan, and then Jackie will go to you, and then we'll go to Polly because we're picking on him, and then Peter and I we're not going to talk at all.
Alright.
Don't need to talk.
No,
Just get a few more shots of wild
I'm just
turkey.
fucking with Polly. But yeah, man. So what's up?
All right. Well, Craig Chaos.
Oh shit,
Uh-oh.
We'll start with Craig Chaos.
Dr. Cabadava.
is how I kind of got is how I kind of got
All right.
into the music stuff. Which the Cadavers. If anybody remembers the old band, the Cadavers, they were
We've actually had them on as guests.
yeah,
Oh,
as the
twice.
Cadavers.
Oh, yeah,
Twice.
right.
Or as
Did we have
Twice.
them on twice?
Yes,
God.
because the first time got deleted.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
And it was so good.
Kind of
It was so
remember them a little
fucking
bit,
good.
Yeah.
That
They,
was the live party radio
It was a while ago.
hour.
Yeah, so they were playing a show at Rehearsal Studios. My friend at the time, Caitlin, she her cousin was Brad, played guitar for him. She's like, "Hey, you want to go see my cousin play this show?" And I was like, "Sure." I had no fucking idea what I was getting into. Back Alley Abortions, City Water Bandits, and the Cadavers was the first punk show I actually went to.
Nice.
Rehearsal Studios, 13 years old, and I was like, "What the fuck is this? This is the coolest shit ever." And 20 years later, I'm still doing the same damn thing.
I think
but-
I was at that show.
But it was a fun one. That got me into the local music scene and then I was telling Jackie on the way to Kentucky last week, we went to go see Blitzkid, and I got into local punk before I got into like the Ramones and Clash and shit like that. I was like listening to Cadavers and I was like, "Oh shit, what is this? Oh, the Ramones, the Clash, that's cool." And went from there. Got involved with the local music scene, started doing some shows at a skate park at like 14, 15 years old over on the west side over at ISC, and somehow got hooked up with Greg Brenner, helped out with some all ages punk rock night, and did some stuff at Bubba's Bowling, Dick's Bodacious Barbecue for like 2 weeks up in Broad Ripple when that place was still open. Then I went to school and kind of stopped doing and then we had the underground, which was a lot of fun. And then that got me into playing music. So played in a band with Brandon, who's going to be on here in a few weeks. The Jerkwads put out an album. Funny thing about the Jerkwads, our CD
Brandon who?
auction rider.
He never confirmed a date. I don't have him on the
Oh, well,
calendar.
he was yelling at me about coming on here with them, or something like that. So I don't know.
Yeah, the last time I talked to him, he was saying something about Alana, but we never confirmed a date, so I actually don't have him
well, all right
on the
then.
schedule.
He also told me if I talked about the Jerkwads, he'd be mad. But you know what? Fucking
Why?
I mean, he's not on there.
What's wrong with the Jerkwads?
Nothing. He wanted to talk about it. They were fun. Our CD release show was in 2006, and Luxury Pushers actually played with us, and they're playing this Saturday, so that'll be fun to see them. I haven't seen them since then, but fucking yeah, we hung out outside the Mel because we got done with our shows at the Underground at 16th and Delaware, shot up to the 38th in Illinois at 16, 17 years old, hung outside the Mel until 3 o'clock in the morning, had random homeless people buy us beer sometimes they ripped us off, but most of the time we got beer. And then we'd go home, have band practice the next day, and that's how I got into music.
Hell yeah. So are you from Shelby? Where are you from, bro? You from
Speedway.
Speedway?
Yep.
Like the gas station?
Yeah.
Holy
You know,
shit.
speaking of the Speedway gas station, did you know you can actually be outside the Speedway, in Speedway?
No.
Explain that to me.
So there's a Speedway.
Come on. You're messing, right?
There's a Speedway. There's a Speedway gas station outside the Motor Speedway in Speedway. Like
I totally
Yeah.
like you're outside of the Speedway track, outside of the Speedway gas station, but you're in Speedway, the town.
yeah.
You know
See.
how many times he's explained that to me?
See, like I automatically picked up on it, but I'm a math guy, and I don't know what that has anything to do with what you just said.
Well, the
But
square
I'm
root of that
assuming
is
I'm assuming
69.
it's my math prowess.
It's,
I
that
think
it's
so.
the square
compli-
root of Speedway. That's
Yes.
what got you.
Yes. Yes.
the square root of Speedway is Get Go gas station.
Ah,
Oh shit! Because if you gotta go, you gotta get go.
Have you seen the
gotta
seen the
get it.
generic version of Get Go? It's called Get Low.
Get low. Sounds like a song from Florida.
That's
Is that bad?
Florida.
I believe it is.
That's-
Florida-
hey, I
Florida-
think that's my first bad joke of the night.
Florida Georgia
Yes. Florida Georgia line. That's a country band, right?
that's a
line.
band.
That's
yeah.
not a country band.
It's also
Yes, it
instructions.
That's a boy band with fiddles.
Oh.
Is it really?
Okay.
Well,
I had no idea.
it's a band.
It's also instructions.
They call themselves like.
Oh, is it?
Get low.
So what I gather, Jordan, is you went and watched Cadavers at the Emerson a long time ago, and that's it.
It changed your life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So,
it did. I mean, it got me
blame Drew
into
Cadaver.
punk rock. It got me into
Fuck yeah.
music. It got me into wanting to
You-
record and produce music. It got me into playing music.
Straight up, you've been a part of the music scene here way longer than me. because I moved here in '99.
20 years.
Yeah, I really didn't become a big because I played house shows and shit when I was in high school, or like there was a venue on the east side across from Subway and Domino's called what was it, Triple C or something? I can't remember.
No.
It was this
Cold
little
Pills.
hole in the wall, but it was like all ages. It was kind of cool. They had like a bunch of couches, smelled like sex.
One of the most fun shows we did. We went to fucking Toxic Reasons, got us hooked up with it, and the guys from Destroy Everything up in Chicago, they got us on the 30 Years of Punk Rock Fest in 2006. So we played with the Effigies, Toxic Reasons, the US Bombs, all kinds of fucking people. So it was
Hell yeah.
bands from, we were the young 2006 era, and then they had the 76 with the 77 with the Effigies and all that. And some guy got his head ran over at that show and then came back to the show. That was fun. Guy was laying in the parking lot. And his fucking head got ran over by a car. And,
Was he okay?
well, yeah, he came back to the show.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Same guy? He didn't have a twin
Yeah.
brother?
He had a very big fucking stitched up gash on
Oh
his
my-
head and blood all over his shirt. I'm
What?
pretty sure.
He
it
didn't even
was the same
change
guy.
his shirt?
No,
That's my hero.
he was awesome.
That's my hero. What's his name?
If I remember correctly, he was in a band. I think it was Hot Lips Messiah. And I think it was Reverend Infectious Rex is who it was.
Oh
So,
my god. That's a name.
yeah.
What about you, Jackie? What's your story?
It's long. So I moved here in
That mic is still not close enough for me. I can adjust it real quick. I can make it.
Is that better?
It needs,
I got it.
or maybe turn
Just-
her up a little bit, Mike 3.
Ooh, it's dropping.
There you go. Jordan's getting up in there.
Try it now.
Try it now.
It's so fucking droopy.
This is great.
All
There we
right,
go.
Is that better?
This is great. Yeah, the camera.
All right. Let me get this out of my face though. Okay.
It's
There
got to
you
be in
go.
your
Yeah,
face because
yeah.
we got to
Yeah.
hear.
Good to go.
All right. So let's see. I moved here in 2019 from Tampa, Florida.
Oh, fuck.
Right before COVID started. So I was in this like perpetual newness of not knowing anyone. But before I came here, I made this horrible joke in interviews all the time that I was a Jackie of all trades.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I have to take the opportunity. At one time, there was even finger guns, and I still got the job.
Oh shit.
But
Jackie of all trades.
let's see. I've worked in the video game industry. I even had a character in a video game. Wasn't interactive or anything, but I was there and drawn. It's my and working with a video game company, I had like a group of fans. I would attend panels. And it was a lot of fun. I really miss it. But since then, let's see. I work in I do tech support. The people that send text messages to your Lyft drivers, I basically help support that.
You're that bitch?
Yeah, I'm that bitch. Actually, I'm the one trying to fix the shit that all the customers are doing and try to tell them why they're wrong in a nice way. That's what I do. But yeah, and the way that I got to the Melody Inn, I lived here in Indy on and off in early 2000s. I was actually homeless in San Diego my senior year of high school, living out of a Prius. And turns
Very
out
green.
California is fucking expensive though, even when you have a Prius. So I left and went to Indiana. I got a trailer that had like one of the rooms falling off and there's black mold and a hole in the ceiling, but we made it work.
That's true Indiana living right there.
Yeah, it was in Maplewood Trailer Park, I think it was. Lived there for a while, and there I actually worked at the Walmart at Pendleton Pike as a CSM. But
We're in that Walmart all the time now.
I know,
It's
I-
terrifying.
there's still people that work there from 2006-7. So
You
I can-
definitely do a people of Walmart at that Walmart.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Probably no comparison to like Beach Grove, though, right?
Oh God, no.
Oh,
See, I
man.
haven't experienced that. I'm very familiar with Tampa Walmarts. Those are scary. It's Florida.
I'll
though.
tell you right now. You want to have a good time? Hit up Walmart Beach Grove between 2:30 and 4 o'clock in the morning. It's
Are
fantastic.
they still open at that time?
Oh wait, no, they're not. Since the
COVID,
pandemic, yeah,
yeah.
no, they don't do that shit no
I'm
more.
pretty sure that's where people at Walmart started, was the Beach Grove Walmart.
Yeah, it has to be.
Actually, the Vincennes Walmart was pretty rough too. I lived there for 2 years. That place was. Whew.
Beach Grove Walmart. That's where that video of that chick getting her ass kicked in
Yes,
the shampoo aisle. happened.
absolutely.
Oh, I have not seen that one.
Oh,
Yeah, where they
that
threw
was
her
at
down.
Beach
That was in
Grove.
Beach Grove.
You know what?
yeah.
Like we live over like
Nice.
on the far east side, like 38th and German Church. So like a block from 38th and a couple blocks from 38th and Post. And I'd rather be in that neighborhood than Beach Grove. Like Beach Grove is
Oh,
terrifying.
dude, 38th and Post though.
Beach Grove is terrifying.
Like that's really that's 4 deuce is what I'd call that. 42nd Post.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's not that
Post
bad.
Road?
Yeah,
They
there's
got-
there's
where I
like
lived at when I
17
went to high
apartment
school.
complexes within like a 1 mile square. It's insane. I used to work at a pizza shop.
Say it.
I used to work at a Domino's at Pendleton Pike and 38th Street.
Oh, I know
And-
that one.
Yeah,
It's a good thing you don't. There's a lot of shootings right there every week.
I remember. I
Man,
remember.
pizza drivers live on that.
If they're-
edge,
hey,
bro.
if they're-
Yeah.
If there is a
Papa John's-
dangerous Domino's in this city, I've worked at it.
Yeah,
I've
you
ran
know
it.
that
I've
38th
ran
and-
it.
38th and Capitol one too was pretty fun for you.
Yeah.
or-
30th and Central.
Central,
Yeah, that's the
yeah.
one that I've been robbed the most at, like gunpoint. So
the most
actually,
at, you
no,
said.
that's the store that's the only store I've ever been robbed at gunpoint at. But yeah, no, I've worked at all the Washington and fucking what I just say Washington rural, whatever, like over there.
I mean, there's
just
a couple
west of
places.
Irvington.
There's a couple places you just have to say the street name. You
10th
38th Street, like
10th
all
and
of 38th
Arlington,
Street.
fucking yeah, 21st and Mithofer, all the good ones. I
I
used to
feel
work
like-
at the Hallville one. That's the last one I worked at. I loved it. People,
Hallville.
fucking people tipped like motherfuckers out there.
Yeah.
I loved it. Even
Oh.
though I was the GM, actually at that store I was the district manager, but whatever. I still delivered pizzas and it was great.
Good old Hallville. I miss the West Side.
It's actually not that bad over there. It used
It's
to be
not.
bad, but
He
whatever.
loves it. He talks
miss
about
the
it all
West
the
Side.
time.
I
The
miss
West
it.
Side?
Yeah, I miss it.
It's pretty dope.
I grew up
Southwest
over
is,
there,
I like the
so-
Southwest. Like what do they call that? You would know, Peter. What do they call that down there?
shitty.
Shitty.
Mars
I
Hill.
don't know. Mars Hill.
That's what I've gathered.
Mars Hill's not pleasant.
That's where I live. I live in Mars Hill.
I'm sorry.
I work
Oh.
off Man Road. I've been robbed as a driver, like at gunpoint. Yes,
Yeah, yeah,
That's good
dude.
shit.
Yeah, Peter's.
it's part of the thing. Once you know, it's how you know you're a pizza delivery guy. Once you've been robbed at least once.
Hot girls picks for us. Did you see? Hell yeah. let's-
Oh,
YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
YouTube always
That's a pretty
delivers.
common thing.
I can't read the comments, so I'm
Oh
trying
yeah,
to read them on my phone.
Naval chimed in. He said, "Y'all should have experienced. Hold on,
God, Martin's
y'all
Walmart
should have
Martinsville.
experienced the Walmart in Martinsville in the mid-late '90s. I
Hell
was
no.
kicked out of that place 5 to 6 times simply for being present.
oh.
Good times."
But-
Nate Vault.
I think he was doing some other shit too. You know,
It's the only
he
thing that
didn't
would
just walk
explain
in
it.
and they were like, "Get the fuck out."
Can be. Thank you, Lana. Can
Canby,
be. That's what I
Canby.
was trying to think of.
See, I don't think I've been to Canby.
There's
Oh,
nothing.
It's
That's
yeah.
probably
It's
why.
like
It's
grass.
there's a couple Applebee's, there's a Walmart, there's a Meyer,
it's like in Decatur, basically.
and
Okay.
then there's
Yeah.
some cornfields.
So Indiana.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So you said you lived in Florida and then moved here 2 years ago, right during the pandemic.
hmm
Was it always in Florida? Did you live other places?
All over. My dad was a Marine, so
Oh, okay.
I
so,
went to a new school every year, and every 3 years went to a new state.
So you've seen like every state pretty much.
She's been everywhere.
Basically,
Man.
yeah.
Wait, what? Why?
Johnny
Why
Cash.
is that? What was the reason you said?
My dad was a Marine.
Okay, Army.
Kind of like Army
or-
brat.
Yeah. So I was born in Japan,
Oh
and
snap!
then
Like
Okinawa.
Yeah,
exactly.
nice.
As in Okinawa, and
Nice.
then I went to the first place we lived in the States. Because my mom, she was from the Philippines. She came to the States when she was 29. My brother was 8 when he came. We were coming from the Philippines. Well, they came from the Philippines. I was born later. Anyways, we got to San Diego, and then from there I went to Missouri.
Missouri.
Yeah, Missouri. Missouri, North Carolina, then Florida. Then I went back to California, went to the Philippines for a little bit. A lot of people proposed to me. Apparently, there's a thing for like
In the Philippines, they proposed to you?
yeah, they like Americans. And apparently I look like back then anyways, there was a supermodel that was really popular in Asia. And I got mistaken as her multiple times. A couple times I didn't correct people because it was
I wouldn't
entertaining.
have come back. I would have stayed there.
My dad actually offered that we stay.
Well, I'm glad she came back.
Oh,
so.
thanks. Yeah, I didn't want to stay though.
I mean,
It's
fuck.
hot. It's so hot.
Well, I know where if we do a fiber reunion, we're going to the Philippines because they like Americans.
They do.
Hell yeah.
The Philippines has a
do.
large history with the Marines, and I think it was MacArthur that went through there during World War II. Yeah,
Mhm.
no, there's a lot. Like he was like vowed to return and everything, and it was pretty cool what he did.
They've got like entire towns that are just modeled after American living.
I mean, why not? It's pretty dope.
You know, maybe one day we should move there and I could open up a American barbecue restaurant. We could just
American barbecue.
sell it to the tourists and make bank.
The tourists wouldn't the yeah, they'd probably be the ones that want to go there anyways. Yeah. After that I went back to California though. And that was when I was homeless. And
Fucking California.
yeah. there's
Is
a lot
it
of
more
that.
expensive to be homeless in California than to have an apartment in Indianapolis?
Actually, I think so.
Probably.
I mean, I was making like $7 an hour. So if everything hurt. But
$7 an hour.
yeah, because it was even in California, the minimum wage
Is
wasn't
that-
much.
Hey, Peter, is that what they pay drivers nowadays?
They don't pay us.
Oh, yeah.
No, they just throw scraps. They're like, thanks for showing up. And they just throw
Here's a
scraps at
slice of
us.
sausage pizza,
here's
you
a
scoundrel.
2-hour-old slice of sausage pizza, you fucking scallywags.
Excellent.
But we get tips, so that's
Just the tip.
just the tip. usually.
Just the tip.
Really.
That's all I gotta say is if you order delivery, pay just tip. If you don't tip, you don't want to know what we do. Like we curse you so bad.
Dude, I had
Did
so
you do
many,
that too? Like I
had to like I had to
write
write people up because they would go into the customer profile, they'd come back in the store, put the phone number in, and then save notes, be like, don't deliver this. These fuckers don't tip. I'm like,
Mhm.
homie, like you can't do that.
Oh,
like-
you can. There's
I've-
a whole thing
Yes,
of
yeah,
this.
you can, but you're not supposed to.
I've joined a lot of DoorDash driver groups, even though I'm not a DoorDash driver, just so I can see what's going on in the world. And-
Polly worked with me at Domino's too, right?
And
Mm,
fucking
I've worked
some
at
of those-
all the pizza joints.
All
dude.
the pizza joints.
So so I usually tip at least $1 per mile with shit like that. At least $1 per mile.
I just do
It's like-
20% men.
Well, see, I used to do that, and then like I read all this shit. They were bitching about 20%, and I'm like, oh, it should be $1 2 mile. Some of them are real fucking crazy, and they're like, I want $5 per mile. I said, you shove that up your ass, but $1,
Yeah, that's a little outrageous.
you know, $1 per mile, you know, $1.50 per mile. I think that's pretty good because they're getting paid per the mile too on the
Mm.
thing. But hey, and they always put the fucking food right in front of our door, so we
yeah.
can't get it.
You gotta push the food out of the way to get the door open. Yeah.
Yeah.
I always try to do like I try to land somewhere between $6 and $11, depending on
Yeah.
how much the order was.
That's
And
good.
I most of the places I order from are like real close to my house, you know. So
That would put you in the good tipper section.
yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but I've delivered pizzas for
Yeah.
years. So
See, I miss
I know.
I miss
you know.
I miss like like being able to call up a pizza place and just have a fucking employee from there deliver the pizza. Now it's all
Mm.
most of them are outsourced through DoorDash and shit anyway, and it's like it's
It's a weird time to be alive.
It sucks.
Pretty soon, Domino's is gonna have an OnlyFans.
They probably already do.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Wendy's doesn't. You know, I work in social media, and like Wendy's social media is the best fucking thing in the world.
Yeah,
Like,
they'll start some shit, won't
They,
they?
they
It
would
was
just talk
good.
so
During
much.
the pandemic,
Like them and Pabst Blue Ribbon, like those two companies, I would go work for in a heartbeat, just to like.
I haven't
just-
paid attention to PBRs, so PBR's got a good.
they're fun.
too.
They have some fun shit.
I
Their 4th of July thing, a couple like last year or something, was like our can's always red, white, and blue, bitches. Like
You were
Oh.
proud of that one.
we
I was
should,
like,
we
fuck
should
yeah,
do a
it is.
shot. Let's do a shot.
I was just getting ready to say we
All
should
right.
do a shot to Domino's OnlyFans page.
Ooh.
yeah.
oh god damn it.
Yeah. Oh. It's over.
My
The series ended. But you know what though? During the pandemic, that's when I got on TikTok. That's when I started the TikTok thing. And
the
I'm like,
Chinese are stealing your information.
that's
on that.
fine. They can have it all.
Like I said,
I
if
don't
they
give
want
a fuck. Russia's got it. China's got it. The
That's
fucking
what I
thought.
aliens have
Look,
got my information. I don't give a fuck.
Look, these fucking
Who
if
gives a
TikTok,
shit?
if the Chinese want to see me looking at cooking videos and big titty goth girls, that's fine.
Big titty goth girl.
I mean, if
Only
that's
at Midweek
if
Crisis.
that's what they want to see me looking at, whatever.
need
I
one of
mean,
those.
That's all my algorithm is.
There's
I'm
room next
sorry.
to Polly.
Peter-
What's up?
Peter
Yeah.
Gray's job is at risk right now because now we're looking for a big titty goth girl to step in and run engineering. I'm just kidding. We don't need any big titty goth girls. We just need us and awesome people like you to come on the show. But I started.
Yeah, we do.
Oh.
Oh, all the cameras went
Peter,
down.
oh shit! What happened to your camera? You might want to kick him out. Just remove his camera and then add it back
I'm
on.
dead in the water.
Yeah.
Hey, the
Is he?
gobbles next to you.
What the fuck is happening?
Gobble, gobble.
Anyway, so yeah, we'll go ahead and just.
Your browser has
Oh.
lost connection to your mic.
Hey, you're gonna want to mute him real quick. He can, yeah, you can mute him over there. There you go.
Technical difficulties.
Oh my god, why?
You know,
We're keeping it pro over here.
yeah, I was really
Uh,
excited about the green room with the green M&Ms. I appreciate that.
Just hit refresh and then enter back in. Anywho, yeah. So I started. Will you put it on full screen on me while we're figuring this out? So yeah, I started a fucking TikTok. I opened a TikTok account, whatever, and I'm scrolling one night. It might have been the morning. I don't know. The whole pandemic was like a big blur. It was like a big long day that lasted for eternity. It
It's
was
still like that for me.
although it was amazing because I was able to do a lot of writing and I was able to do a lot of like cleaning around the house and I like kicked in super hardcore gardening mode. Anyways,
I missed the 40% thing.
40% what?
40% capacity.
Wait, what?
40% capacity at venues.
Oh, dude.
I know it sucked. I know it
Oh, it
sucked.
was
I
like-
know it sucked for the bar, but it was
Oh no,
great for
it was
me.
lower than that. At
It
one
was
point,
great
it
for
was.
me.
I think it
Like
was like
20?
15%.
We had fun. We had fun all through
Oh,
COVID
yeah.
at the Mellow.
Every Saturday night at the Melody Inn was not punk rock night,
But it was
And
fun.
It
But
literally
fun.
it picked up. We'd have like the
It was
max
sold out
amount of
every
people
weekend.
there, and there'd be no live music. We'd all just hang out in the back and not do drugs. It was awesome. It was great times. But yeah, we kept it going. It was really cool, except for the people that were absolutely frightened. But all the people that were not, it was great. Oh god, just so many good memories from those times. And then like the
I
bar
don't
would
remember a lot
the
of
bar would
them.
close at midnight. So what else would we do?
We
We would
found some
just
place to
move
go.
everybody to somebody's house. I don't know, whatever. Good times though.
Sorry, go back to your tick.
Yeah,
Talk to
TikTok, tickety talk. So I'm scrolling and I run across this video and it's Domino's people, right? And
shit.
they're doing these TikToks of like being 100 pies down. The phones are ringing off the hook. There's only 2 people working. They don't have drivers. And I just kept like, so I subscribed to this. And so they would, at that time, I lost my job. It was March 27th, Friday, March 27th, 2020. It was the day that they announced the stimulus package or whatever. I got a phone call before Trump went on live and made the announcement or whatever. And they're like, hey, don't file until Monday. I'm like, okay, why? They're like, just don't file until Monday. If that doesn't tell you anything about, big corporate America, nothing will. Because that was like the largest Domino's franchise in the country. And they knew exactly what they were doing. They released the same, like very specific people at the same time. And they even told the people like, hey, don't file until Monday because of all that. But I digress. So I got to watch it all the way to the point where their last video at Domino's, it was like a shift manager and the general manager, and they started dating at some point. It was a great saga. But they did a video of them walking out. They did a video of them walking out on the store, 100 pies down, or like plus pies down. It was amazing. I was like, this is dope as fuck, and that was it. And everything
So-
after that was like cats
That's
and
like an
dogs.
in-stores wet dream, right? To like walk out with
Right.
100
Dude,
down.
I
Yeah, it would have to
God,
be.
I think my
Yeah.
favorite, fuck you, I quit. We had a guy, he just barely ever showed up for work, so it was always giving him shit. Look at all these comments. We're gonna have to catch up. But he literally was like, he didn't even say anything. He just showed up 30 minutes after his shift. He walks in with his shirt and hat, and he walks up to the cornmeal bin underneath the slab table, throws the shit in the cornmeal, and then just walks out the door. I was like, okay.
Respect.
I think he might have quit. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe we should go ask him, tongue in cheek. But
Hey, are you gonna take a shot of that wild turkey?
Oh,
that I
yeah,
rolled over there
dude.
too?
You know
'Cause
me,
called for
man.
shots
You
fucking
did
10
try to get
he
us to
called
take a
shots
shot
like
earlier.
10 minutes ago.
ADHD, bro. Like I never
that.
shut the fuck up either.
So
Maybe
Hugo,
it's bad that I'm not, because I don't probably talk too much now.
Hugo said it sucks with bands only
What?
having 50% capacity, but I was like, you know what, Hugo, I give you 100% every time I'm there. So
That's right.
Aw.
That's right, baby.
it's
Did he really dye his hair purple, or was that like one of those?
I don't know. I think it was I don't know. Hugo, did you dye your hair purple?
He's with us right now. He's watching for sure.
I can't fucking
Michael,
read that.
Michael,
I'm
oh
sorry.
hell! I worked at a licensed Starbucks and a Kroger, and went on a smoke break after my manager wanted to nickel and dime a regular on some extra caramel sauce, and just never came back.
I've only done that once, and that was when I was living in Bloomington. I was going to IU,
My camera,
and I
dude.
was working. I was working at Nirvana, the hippie store in the mall, and they fucking. I called and I was like, "Hey, I need the weekend for Little Five off," and they said no, and I said, "Okay, well, I just fucking quit.
Oh shit!
I didn't need the job, like." So I was like, "Fuck it, I'm just not coming in at all then." And I went and got really fucked up during Little Five.
Yeah, they underestimated that situation, didn't they?
Yeah.
And then I got accused of stealing blank CDs, like because we had a bunch of blank CDs that I brought my own, and I was like, I brought the CDs in because the music he played sucked.
Whoa,
Oh fuck! Look at that. Good thing that camera
Put that
wasn't out.
anywhere.
what's happening now?
I'm taking the Wi-Fi off. It might be the problem.
The Wi-Fi.
The Wi-Fi.
The Wi-Fi.
Man, I fucked that up good.
Who are you
Oh
messaging?
shit! I'm reading comments because I can't fucking read because I can't read that fucking far.
Dude, that's why. I'll
Oh,
figure something else
that-
with that monitor.
yeah,
I'll get it
that's-
in front of you guys starting.
Well, there's no comments on there.
He's posting
think it's-
comments too.
Oh, that's because that's it's because the video.
Oh, it's all frozen actually. I didn't even notice.
Yeah,
that.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
because the
that's
camera's not active. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Oh well, I got.
I'm like, oh fuck, did I spill the turkey? No, I did
not
not.
a drop,
No,
baby.
it's all good.
Not a drop.
It's all good.
Speaking
See,
of the turkey,
Yeah,
give me that.
I'm just so
You're not even allowed to
I'm
have that
just so
anymore.
worried about the yeah.
I'm used to
need to,
having
like,
to
let
read
it
the
go.
comments on my phone and shit when I do the Cooking While Intoxicated stream. So
Mm.
speaking of, go check that out. I haven't done one in a long
Mhm.
time. I
Yeah.
have not done a Cooking While Intoxicated. I started doing reels and like some TikToks, but I still need to edit those together. But I do need to do Cooking While Intoxicated again. Those were fun. Just got
Oh,
shit faced and made good food.
That's a deep burn. Thank you for bringing turkey, man.
Gobble
Yeah.
gobble.
Oh fuck.
I love
it
that.
sounds like I'm not thankful, but I assure you I am. Here.
I
Now
love
20
wild
minutes
turkey.
later.
You know, a lot of people give wild turkey shit. They're like, oh, it's just a party. Like, fucking,
Ready?
yeah. Oh, fuck. There we go.
There you
Nice
go.
catch.
There you go.
But yeah, you know, like, it was like, oh, yeah, like college, get 101. It's like, it's good whiskey just to sip on, too. you know?
Well, for the first time ever on at least this podcast, I just lit my cigarette backwards.
oh, yeah.
Yay.
Ugh.
Well done.
See what other surprises I got in
That's
here.
why
I
they
was-
make scissors.
You don't have any. You
I
don't
like
have
that
any.
cooler, by the way.
You don't have any like
Oh, thank
cocktail
you.
glasses. I was gonna make a cocktail, but
No. I mean, I probably do in the house, but no. I'm not
What
gonna
the
do
fuck
it.
That's
is-
too much effort.
what the fuck is it?
Oh
Yeah.
wow! Did you bring
I have
a
I was
measuring cup and
fucking.
everything?
I was gonna make some Sazeracs, like to get some real fucked up
Damn.
on some. I got a little absinthe spray. That's what I'm looking for right
Shit.
now. Is
You
absinthe
have
spray.
absinthe sprayed? I've never done absinthe or drank it or whatever the fuck.
You spray it in your mouth.
What does it do?
It just tastes like black licorice.
No, like what is it alcohol? What does
It's
it
like
do?
it's like this is like 100 something proof. I use it to spray in the glass for the Sazeracs, because you don't want to. It's like, and that's like mouthwash. No.
No, I'm gonna pass on that.
Grapes?
Nice.
I'm good.
Am I gonna?
No,
All right.
you're not going to trip. That's
All right.
that's
Hey, I'm not in charge of anything.
That's-
tonight.
that's
I just had to not talk so much.
that's
That's
a
my main
rumor.
job.
I'll stick to my joint over here.
Fair enough. I've never done it, so cheers.
No, I mean I do want to try it, but
it's.
it's
I mean, it's,
the route that I have to go home passes every fucking cop in Lapel.
You're
so-
not gonna do karaoke tonight at J. Clyde's?
you know what? We're going to go.
Paulie's
to
like,
we're
"Fuck
gonna go
you,
to J.
Chef.
Clyde's."
I gotta work.
And anyways, like this
I gotta
isn't
work
going to do
tomorrow
anything.
morning.
It's just going to give you the. It's just going to give you the taste of it. It's just because it for a Sazerac, you just kind of do a wash on it,
Mm-hmm.
and instead of fucking doing a wash, I just put it in this and spray it. Makes it easier.
Mm.
I like making cocktails. Fuck off.
I can tell. That's
You
pretty
know?
cool.
I mean, how many people bring a whole cocktail set?
Right?
To-
I was gonna
yeah.
get us. I was gonna get us real fucked up.
I'm
But you know
getting ready
what?
to go
Let's
out
do
here
it.
and
I mean,
get-
what do you need?
I
What
got
do
a
you need?
cup from Taco
I
Bell
don't need
from
nothing.
lunch
We
today.
can do it. I can do it all in here.
I mean, dude, let's party, man.
Yeah,
Let's
fucking
fucking
do it.
get down.
That's a lot of work. Let's just do shots.
Oh.
All right, all right.
See, Shep, you fucked up. See,
La fils vers
you allowed him to
Paris.
go ahead and start taking shots, so he got lazy on it.
Yeah.
See?
Mhm.
What's
You
up,
know,
Jen?
And I can't blame you.
Jennifer, thank you so much for coming on last week. You fucking rule. Mike, thanks for coming on too, I guess. I'm just kidding. I love you, Mike. You're like, you son of a bitch. So let's digress. Let's talk about the next step. So we'll start with Jackie. Jackie, what got you into music? What inspired you musically?
Music has just been a part of my family since forever. My grandma, she was a pianist.
Pianist.
I have to think about it really hard so I don't say penis. So like from the beginning, always surrounded by music. My mom sings. Actually, my second cousin and my first cousin's husband, it was just announced yesterday that they're performing the opening song to Steven Seagal's new movie General Commander.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So like we've just always had music. It's a Filipino family, so there's always karaoke. So yeah, it's always just been a part of my life. And when I started, I think System of a Down was the first band in middle school where I was like, oh, this like genre other than
Hell
everything
yeah.
my mom makes me listen to exists. And
Did you wake up and put on a little makeup?
yes, I did.
Oh
there was
my
a point in
God.
my
Jordan.
life where I drew hearts on my face is bad.
I just, go back to the TikTok. I saw a TikTok the other day of this dog, and they did like a split of that song, and the dog was like, I
I think I've seen that one.
think I sent it to you, but it made me laugh. It was great.
Hell yeah.
There's actually a Filipino cover of Chop Suey, but it's just someone trying to order food in a restaurant, and it's called Waiter. They
Hell
just
yeah.
list off a whole bunch of different Filipino foods.
Did you ever buy the album Steal This?
I actually
you
stole
steal
it
it?
off the internet.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay. I actually bought it, which is probably not the right thing to do because they literally called it Steal This album, but whatever.
Yeah, but I mean, at least it went to the record label.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Right?
Everybody bitches about Spotify now, but the record labels were fucking people back back then too.
I mean, dude, like, you get paid for every stream. It's like 0.000000000000001 cent
it's 0.3
per 0.3.
But
Zero,
I
zero,
mean,
zero.
if you look at it like that, I look at it as it's not Spotify's not to make money, obviously, but
Nah.
that's how I find a lot of new music with my
Mhm.
Discover Weekly and shit. Oh,
Yeah, that camera's got to stay put. We're back. All right,
We're
sorry,
back.
guys. Yeah, that's the only camera that must stay. It's gotta be present. That's the only one.
present.
I think next time we'll switch it and have it to where we can remove that one and keep yours going. But it's StreamYard's great, but it has some weird things to it. So, like for example, right now it looks all pretty, right? You take one camera off and then it's all
Yes.
fucked up.
I used
So you got to either run 4, 6, or 8.
I used OBS
Yeah.
when I did some cooking while intoxicated when I was unemployed,
Mhm.
but I didn't
You
really
need to do that again, man.
I didn't
Yeah,
dive in to
CWI,
see.
man,
I
that's
didn't
what's up.
dive
Dude,
in to see the.
Well, hey,
to the
we'll
thing.
talk. We'll talk after the podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll have a conversation about getting that back up and running.
I can bring my little hot plate here.
Yes.
Oh my God.
With more production.
Bring a George
value.
Foreman,
Yeah.
bruh.
Yeah.
Fuck George
You
Foreman
can't, I made that
grills.
joke. He
We
got
need-
mad at me.
Oh no shit.
I've got
Oh
two
no.
I've got 2 smokers and a grill in my backyard. At one time when I
What?
lived in Louisville,
Coming
I
over
had
tomorrow.
Okay.
I had 4 smokers.
Like
There's one in the front yard too.
oh yeah, there's one in the
Damn.
front
All
yard.
right,
So-
I'm on my way.
So when I lived in
2
Kentucky,
smokers inside, 2 smokers outside, and you leave your grill outside. Shouldn't you like keep your grill
no,
safe?
the grill, they're covered. All of them, they're all outside.
Oh, you mean like a cooking grill?
Yeah.
I thought you meant like a grill for your teeth, like
Oh.
some diamonds and shit.
No,
Bad,
That's
think you
stupid.
can
bad
pull
joke
it
number
off.
2.
that's a terrible joke.
Thank you. Thank
It's
you.
a terrible
I'll
joke.
be here all night.
But when I lived in Kentucky, I had I think I had at one
Bring
time
your
I had,
smokers inside. It's cold.
Yeah, if I had 4 smokers and like 3 propane grills and 2 charcoal grills at one time. I just collected them, motherfuckers.
Hey, before we get into what inspired you musically, I gotta point something out. So Paulie, he was in a terrible accident, and
Oh no.
his lungs got punctured by his rib cage, which is a whole nother thing. But
Oh, we're being serious.
to help with his breathing, because since then he's had trouble breathing. Poor little fella. He bought for the studio here a air filter.
Yeah.
To,
And
to
guess
help-
what?
Yeah. So this is my first show, like not at the captain's chair. And it's like I'm looking right at it. since Peter hit live, that fucker has said 0% air quality. I don't think it's going up, bro.
No.
Fuck, it was 60% when I got
And
here.
that,
Oh, wow.
dude, that's a $280 fucking air purifier
That
thing.
fucking
I bought.
filter is probably covered with
No,
That's
fucking
not the one we're gonna buy
THC
for that.
smoke and God knows what by now.
We're gonna stop using it because it doesn't make a difference.
Do you think? I think it does.
I mean, it helps
does.
a little bit.
It's
you know.
it's so much less smoky up in this bitch than it usually is.
Well,
It is working. It is working. I
it's
mean, look
just,
at
you know.
remember back
just
in the
being a good
day
little
before we
trooper.
had it. It
Yeah, I
was-
do
working
remember.
hard.
It was
Trust me.
smoky as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
So we got that going for us. Oh, we got a red flag.
We got a special
Uh-oh.
guest, Nick Jordan.
Oh shit!
Oh man,
Jordan's
just-
doing this.
I just actually found out tonight.
you might
that,
very well be one of the most well prepared guests on this show.
Oh no,
ever.
no, I stole this
Mike.
from the wall. It was
Poor
on the
Jackie.
wall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's yeah.
All right.
I don't know where my
It's a
swisher
staple.
went.
So
Oh, like Jesus.
I had
said, "Fuck it."
a conversation with Rich Barker of Punk Rock Night. By the way,
There it is.
Punk Rock Night is the official sponsor of the Chopped Liver program,
Every
Midweek
Saturday
Crisis,
night.
all of our everything that we do. But I was talking to him. I'm the photographer there too, and we were talking about the. It's our first one, so I had an idea like 8 or
Did you
9
hurt
years
yourself?
ago to do a wrestling themed show every year, the day after WrestleMania.
So you're the reason for the WrestleMania.
That's yeah. It was
All
it
right.
was it's actually the only yearly consistent show that I've came up with. Tufty has Tonic Ball. I think Wayne Birch is the one that came up with the Clash Bash,
Mhm.
and then
Yep.
here I am, and I'm like WrestleMania.
Tell you, Wayne.
So this year, because I mean, every year outside of like the pandemic, we've pretty much sold out every single WrestleMania.
Yeah, it's always a fun show.
It's
Yeah.
the
and,
build up is a
uh,
lot of fun too.
And I said, this is it.
Mhm.
We're pulling the trigger this year in January, the day after or the day before the Royal Rumble is the Rumble Royale. The road
Yeah.
to WrestleMania starts here, baby.
I'm
And
looking forward to that.
we were talking about, so right now, what is it called? One of the bands has already posted one of the promo videos, and Set the Bar made their video. They're editing it right now. And guess who is helping them create their videos for the Rumble Royale this year.
The Rock.
Oh no, it is none other than World Friendship Wrestling, the WFW. That's right, lazy boy Nick Jordan is taking part in helping set the bar at the Royal Rumble.
Fuck
So, but be ready because the
Are you sure you was even supposed to announce that? Because I feel like Set the
Oops.
Bar recently said they were going on a hiatus.
Oops.
no, they're playing this show.
Yeah,
bro.
didn't they just
Alright.
decide? No, fuck.
No, they're playing this show. They technically should still have the belt, but right now, Filth and Majesty are the belt holders, and whoever wins the
The belt holders.
the Rumble Royale this January is guaranteed a spot at WrestleMania to compete for the belt. So yeah, and if we sell out this Royal Rumble, you can expect in 2024 for Summerfest.
Fuck yeah.
That's right. We're gonna keep growing. We're gonna keep building on it. So, but the PWO, the Punk World Order, will be coming out with a video very soon.
Uh-oh.
So watch out.
I still think we should do a cage match between Greg Brenner and Cheetah Chrome.
That would be dope.
That'd be great.
If we can only let them, like, have male nudity in a cage. That's a bad joke.
Nobody wants to see that. Maybe Greg, but not Cheetah.
Oh my god, that would be great to have an actual cage match. I want ladders and tables, but I guess there's something about like lawsuits and people getting injured that we don't actually
Yeah,
have.
just get a good
That's a
attorney.
thing.
Yeah, I mean,
Fucking waivers.
last year was by far the best WrestleMania.
That was
The
fun.
belt got stolen. Set the bar ended up having issues performing, which is why they technically lost the belt. But we'll see what happens at the Royal Rumble. So, or the Rumble Royal.
Hey, your,
I
hey,
can't-
Jeff, your
I
I can't
jacket,
even say it right.
your jacket is on its way tomorrow.
What's that?
Your jacket. I don't know. Somebody said.
Oh,
your jacket's
Brandon's bringing
coming
my
back.
jacket.
Somebody said your.
Yeah, I
jacket's
left
coming back.
my jacket out at the riot room in Newcastle.
I haven't
And
been there, but I need
Brandon's
to go.
playing. The Astrophobes are playing Saturday at Punk Rock Night, and he's kind enough to bring me my jacket.
Fuck
So,
yeah.
thanks,
That's
Brandon.
cool.
You fucking rule. Can't wait
I'm
to see
so
your,
excited
set.
about that show Saturday. The fucking
Oh, yeah.
luxury pushers are going to be.
It's gonna be a good one.
Have
Dude,
you ever seen them?
man,
They're
it's
so
a Punk Rock Night
fucking fun.
weekend, bruh.
They are so fucking fun.
Jasons and Queers are playing Friday.
Yeah, no. Fuck the queers. In the band, I want to make sure I say that. Fuck the band. The
Clarify
queers.
it. Jesus Christ.
No. So there's a
Oh,
funny
man.
story about that. I feel like I should tell that story.
Yeah,
so,
let's go full camera. Did we lose Paulie again?
Yeah.
So
All
it
right,
was
let's
the-
go full camera. I'm gonna set Paulie up on the new camera while he's telling the story.
So Joe Queer
I'm back.
actually banned me from several queer shows for the years. Punk Shots Tom booked them a lot, and I was banned. They played Bubba's Bowling one year with the Groovy Ghoulies, Blitz Kid, and a couple other people.
Oh
Black
my
Cat
God.
Rebellion. It was
Totally
a
missed the
fun
Groovy
fucking
Ghoulies.
show. They're great. I love the Groovy Ghoulies. But the queers came in, started wanting more money, talking shit, being Joe Queer, and they were like, "Well, we won't play then." And me and Dustin, the other promoter, were like, "Fuck it, okay." But the venue they didn't want it to happen. They wanted to play, blah blah blah. So they played. I was 15 at the time. I got a ride to the show, and I had a sign. Me and my signs. I had a sign that said "Fuck the queers," and I was walking around with it. Their merch
Nice.
guy's pissed off. He's fucking punching his fist, ready to fucking bite me. And I was like, "Bad idea, bro." But
Like
nothing happened at that point. And then
thin skin on a punk is so unattractive.
then they go on stage, and Joe Queer gets a big old loogie from me right in the face, and then me and like 6 or 7 other dudes.
That means you like him though, right?
We linked arm in arm,
Stay
and
on
we do
people.
the wall of death into them, into
Oh,
the
nice.
stage, knock them down, knock their mics down. Fucking yeah, they wrote a blog about it. That's when they had their website. They wrote a blog about it, and they're just like, "We're fucking never playing that place again. Fuck them. We're never going back to Indy. If we would have played this place sucks, it would have been a nightmare." But- but yeah, it was an experience. And then from then on, I was not allowed at queer shows. But I probably would be allowed now, but I don't like Joe, so I'm not gonna go.
Were you at
Okay.
the Blitzkid show that was in the basement of that church?
Yeah, that was a fun one. That was the Underground. That was we booked a lot of fun shows at the Underground. I love that place.
Yeah, we must have hung around a lot of the same bands
Yeah.
because I knew Drew forever. I remember Drew in the Cryptomanic
Cryptomanics. Yeah,
and
it was
Sam
fun.
and Emily. That was a great band.
Yeah. I miss all of that. We just saw Blitzkid last weekend at the Southgate Revival or House Revival. That's a cool ass fucking venue.
Mad jealous.
Like
that sounds
when
awesome.
you see the Lurking Corpses were playing and they're dressed up as the Lurking Corpses. So you got this demon dressed up, fucking playing Slayer cover in a church. It was fucking badass. It was so cool. And then Blitzkid. I mean, I was in tears at one point during their set just because of like how much. That was the second punk show I ever saw at Rehearsal Studios. With them, Terrorific, the Cadavers, and the Everdead. The Everdead, they did Die Die My Darling, and that's before I even knew it was a Misfits song. And I was like,
That's
a
a
cool
Misfits song? I thought it was a Metallica song. Are you sure?
And I was like, fuck. I was like, oh, that's a Misfits song. I should probably listen to the Misfits. And fell in love with all of it.
That's actually my story of Misfits. My my twin brother had found a tape at a garage sale, one of their like old school tapes, and it had what's the name of that song? God damn it! I've got something to say.
Last Caress.
Thank you.
Yep.
That
If
was
Craig
on there.
Chaos was here, he would know.
And then they did a Blitzkrieg song.
Yeah.
No, you know what? It was the Blitzkrieg. It was the Blitzkrieg song.
Blitzkrieg Bop.
Am I Evil? That's the song.
Oh.
That's the song that was on there. But obviously it was Metallica covering Blitzkrieg. But yeah.
They did the Zero Boys when they were here last, which was cool. I wasn't there, but I
Which band?
Metallica.
Oh, okay.
They covered.
I didn't even know they played indie at all. Ever.
It was a few years back, but yeah, they played and they did a cover of the Zero Boys, which is pretty cool.
Fuck my life.
I like the Zero Boys, but
I did
if
not
we're-
mean to throw that directly at you, Peter. I'm so sorry.
but I like
Sure,
Toxic
that
Reasons
is,
more.
right there. Thanks.
My bad, man. Yeah, Zero Bros are good. Nice shot. So what got you into music? Like, what inspired you? Like, tell us about it, Jordan.
I did. It was Craig Chaos.
Oh,
Was it his?
I thought we
luscious
started with
hair?
Jackie.
No, we started with
He
me.
did.
And
Well,
then
he
No, I'm
he
talking
told you
music
about that a
specifically. I'm
while.
not talking
music
about
specifically.
the music.
Yeah, I mean,
scene.
honestly, that's kind of what it was.
That's what got you into music in general.
Pretty much.
How many Bibles do you think you've seen Drew could ever rip up? In a rough estimate.
667.
Oh, that's about where I was at too.
Ooh.
Yeah.
One more than he was supposed to. Brick fight.
Oh, I threw my lighter at the same time. Did that actually hit you?
The brick did.
Awesome.
Right here. I got in the stomach. But it's a styrofoam brick.
I was
so it's
aiming for
good.
the titty.
Oh, my titty. But yeah, I mean,
Some goth titties.
yeah, local music really got me into it.
Some
I mean-
god titties.
Real Player. Remember like the Real Player radio back in the day?
Mm.
That like it was Pandora.
Oh
before it
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Pandora.
yeah. I know what
You
you're
know,
talking
and,
about. It
you
was
know,
blue and black.
Yeah, Social Distortion came on there. That got me into Social D. That's my favorite band, and I know some people don't like them, but fuck you, I like them. And they're got them tattooed on my shoulder, and I always have. So.
Oh yeah, I got an
They're
MXPX
fun.
tattoo on my arm. A lot of
They're
people are like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
That's what got me into punk.
Yeah.
So Christian punk.
You know what blew my mind about Christian punk?
Mm.
Fucking Grave Robber.
Oh yeah,
Grave Robber is a Christian punk band.
I want to call them punk. They're more like
They are, but like they played Cornerstone, and it blew my fucking mind when I saw.
You know,
when I
they play
really saw
punk
them.
rock night, right?
They did, and I'm so excited.
Yeah, they
for them
played
to come
twice. I've seen them
for-
twice. Yeah,
For him to come in a couple weeks
They-
or next month.
they
or
played.
somewhere.
They played during the pandemic, and like literally, like we could only have like so many people, and one of the very few people that were there was the lead singer's mom. I was like, "This is dad."
They were fun.
This is
Yeah,
dad.
I saw, like somebody posted something about them on Reddit, like that they like it might have been their drummer, and said something about Grave Robber and auditioning for drums, and like said he saw him at Cornerstone, and I was like, "Fucking Cornerstone! Grave Robber is playing Cornerstone." It blew my fucking mind, but
Yeah, Christian
Hey,
band all day.
Whatever, man. They fucking rule. Like
I tell
love
you,
the shit out of that band.
It was the one show that during the pandemic that I was like, I was a little bit upset about the behavior of the people that were there because, like, it's a thing. And I'm not trying to get political, but people of religious background have strong faith. So they had a lot of strong faith in not being protective of, like, none of them were wearing masks. None of them were giving a flying fuck about shit. I was like, y'all, like, come on, but
Mike Minky
I got a little
says-
bent out of shape about it. Not, I didn't say anything to anybody except for Rich. I was like, bruh.
Mike Minky
These
says
fuckers,
U2 is
man.
the biggest Christian band in the world, and
U2?
I say fuck U2.
You
Well,
too.
yeah.
Fuck Bono.
I always hated you too.
The fucking Bono wishes he was
I
Joe
fucking hate that
Strummer,
band.
and he wants to be Joe Strummer. He wants to be the Clash, but it's never gonna happen.
I
His
just
band
don't
sucks.
like them.
And you know what? Don't
I
put
just
your
don't-
shit on my phone either,
That's
motherfucker.
where I get.
Don't put
it
your
my
shit on
phone.
my phone.
That's right. Yeah, they did that.
I'm still pissed about that. I don't want
See,
that.
when that
Mm,
happened,
no.
my dad was obsessed with one of the YouTube songs. I don't remember which song it was.
Fuck you, Bono.
But I heard it all the time, and it was just torture to have it show up. No idea where the fuck it came from.
Fuck Joshua Tree.
South Park did it the best when they did that episode, the Keurig episode. Like
Little goth kids.
the biggest
turd.
Yeah, the biggest shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the best
I
part about
love
that
that one.
episode was how they were whenever like they were showing somebody taking a shit, they would flash on the screen Emmy award winning program. Like, yes, this is fucking excellent. But no, I've always had a distaste for U2, and I love that episode.
Keep
'cause
the edge. Keep
it
the
ended up
Edge's name
that
out of our mouths.
Bono
You know
was
what?
the largest piece of shit in the world.
Fuck the Edge too.
I
with this
think he weighed in
stupid-
at 13.6 Keurigs or something like that, which is great because like at the same time they're talking shit about Katie Keurig. Like that's how you measure a shit. It's by Keurigs. Like basically Katie Keurig is a piece of shit too. I don't know. They're comedy geniuses. Those
Somebody said we
motherfuckers.
shouldn't talk shit about the Edge. Well, I gotta say his hat's fucking stupid, so fuck him too.
Who's the Edge? Who's that?
He's the guitar player. He doesn't have a name. He just calls himself the Edge.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh,
That's
whatever,
probably because I
dude.
don't really give a fuck about
Yeah.
And he
YouTube
wears a stupid fucking hat.
or Bono or the Edge.
Well,
I mean, isn't
at
there
first,
a
I
professional
thought you
wrestler
were
called the
talking
Edge?
about
The Edge, yeah, Edge and
Okay.
Christian from back in the day.
Okay.
Clearly,
Okay.
But no,
do
not
not
that one.
bring YouTube to this podcast in any way. YouTube is not allowed. Fuck
Clearly.
Oh,
YouTube.
Bono, if you're watching, bro, you should come on the show. It's going to be a total shit show.
A Keurig.
Keurig. Does she make coffee?
A
Oh, man, that was a
Freudian
really bad
slurp.
joke, guys. Come on. Oh, I'm
Yeah.
just delivering tonight.
You know, he's probably watching.
Oh, I'm sure
Yeah,
he is.
I think
He's,
I can
so.
see
he's
that.
probably watching on Twitter.
Why
He's got an
wouldn't he be?
alert.
It's funny,
Why-
like
yeah,
all
why
the
wouldn't he be?
Anytime U2
They're
gets
the best
mentioned, he's like,
podcast
"Oh God."
happening.
Twitter is all of a sudden like on the downward spiral in the liberal community, and everybody's hating on it. And I'm just like, so we're gonna start doing Twitter now.
Oh, I love watching the dumpster fire. It's
I don't
fucking
care.
fantastic.
I don't give a shit. It's not
It's-
even
it's
about
so
whatever
funny.
community or any religious, or political thing. For me, it's just, oh, we can put it on Twitter. Cool. I'm just gonna put it on fucking Twitter because we want people to watch the show. We want the people that come on this show to get the attention they deserve. So, yeah, we're gonna put on every platform we're allowed to, except for Venmo. For some reason,
Hmm.
Ironically,
StreamYard
So
doesn't do Venmo. So,
you know, we
We-
could do. We
no,
could
did
do
I
a
say
chop,
Venmo? I
We
meant
could do a chop liver after
oops.
dark.
What is it called? Chop liver after dark.
Yeah, on OnlyFans.
CLAD, man. Clad.
It's gonna take
On
away from my
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans. OnlyFans.com/. Give me Toro.
Oh no!
It's coming, guys.
It's yeah.
It's just gonna be videos of my feet.
Hey, you know what?
Some people pay.
Some people will pay for that.
Mm-hmm.
I
mean,
have.
I saw a post the other day that
Punk
says if
rock
you're thinking
feet
about
smash
doing,
cake.
if you're thinking about doing OnlyFans, just do it. Somebody's gonna pay for that shit.
I bet somebody would. No, I played soccer for 10 years. My feet are fucked. And I have 14 wides.
I'm gonna
on
go
top
piss.
of that. Do it. Go piss. Can you pass me the bottle on your way out?
Yes.
I have this our sponsor, yet not sponsored, Benchmark, with us, but because he brought turkey, fuck man.
I mean, turkey.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hydrate the turkey.
I want to
Thank
know.
you, Jordan, for this kind gift.
I want to
You're
know
a
who put
saint.
the
and Jackie, thank
angry
you.
face emoji up
Oh,
on our.
because somebody.
I mean,
Because,
really?
yeah, we're talking,
talking about
badly
Steve
about you
Haddix?
too.
No, it's been on there for like 2 hours. Bullshit.
That's pronounced bullshit.
amazing.
Fuck you. Bullshit.
What was Venmo supposed to be?
Oh,
Vimo.
Vimo, yeah.
Okay, that makes.
By the
more
way,
sense.
if you want to help sponsor Chop Liver and all the stuff we do,
Send us packets of money.
you can always Venmo us at Shipwreck Shep, and Cash App is at Hipwreck Shep.
I love that, dude.
I know I
Nice.
fucked up. It's the money sign Hipwreck Shep. God damn it. Yeah, that's just how it goes, right? So it is what it is. But yeah, but it will help us pay for this. We do spend. I actually just went over our business plan a couple of days ago. We spend without fuel and utilities, the cost of heating this bitch and lighting it and all that in the internet. It's $200 a month. So yeah, any help to keep this going would be much appreciated. If you see reels, heart that shit.
If you send us 200
Share
a month,
that
we'll say
shit.
your name at every. during every
I'm being
show.
told. I've had a couple of people tell
We'll
me
talk
now
about how
that
great you are.
the reels that I make, the cartoon thing freaks people out. So
I like it.
I see. I do too. I don't.
I-
Nobody else is doing it. I had a
It's-
guy on my TikTok comment something in Russian, basically saying it's creepy. I'm like, dude, it's a cartoon. It's supposed to look like a cartoon. Nobody else is doing
Right.
it. I want to try to be original in what we do. So,
Mhm.
nobody else has, not too many other people do some of the shit that we do, like starting fires, or this is pretty much the most dangerous thing that you could do. Do a live broadcast on 4 different formats or extensions
You want to see me spit fire in here?
while drinking.
Yes.
Some of us doing drugs
Yes.
and none of us behaving
Fire.
ourselves whatsoever.
We can see if I can spit fire. in
It's
here.
it's just a
You wanna
matter
try
of
it? You want
time.
to try it, Chef?
I don't
Why
give a fuck.
couldn't you?
Encouraging this.
Well, blow everything up.
Yeah, why couldn't you?
It's the wild
If
turkey.
I could ever get Travis Trash
I
on the
may-
show,
I
which
may
I will
drink-
have the run up on this show at
I
some
may drink
point.
the wild turkey instead of
Travis
spitting it out.
Trash is amazing at
Oh.
spitting fire.
So
He's like pro.
Travis, man,
Bruh.
if you have Travis, you need to get Rash on here too. You need to get Rash the Clown. You need to get Alan Mercer on here because that motherfucker.
Oh,
like,
dude, yeah, that
fucking
would be
the
dope.
super
Alan Mercer,
secret-
if you see this,
the
hit me up.
super
Let's
secret
do it.
sideshow dude.
on, Alan.
Like
And Brandon, you need to hit me up too. We obviously need to get our shit straightened out here.
fucking super secret sideshow was so fun back in the day. They did so many I think they did my 18th birthday show, and fucking Rash was up there twisting his arm, and he's like, I need somebody to hit my hand with a dog food can, and he's like, you come here. He picked me. Then the motherfuckers all hit me with a pie.
What?
What?
Yeah, they hit me with a whipped cream pie when I got on stage for my birthday show.
Oh, dude.
Nice.
It was kind of a tradition with the pies. It happened like 3 or 4 years in a row. I was
Dude,
bowling
my
and
brain
shit.
is running. I'm trying to think of the first time I saw Alan Mercer perform. Like his act. It's been so fucking long. Smoke weed. What's up, Chaos?
Craig. I was talking about you earlier.
Dude,
Hey.
Craig.
You know, I'm a little upset with Craig.
Craig, you're the
I'm-
wind beneath
I'm-
his wings.
I'm ashamed.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
a little ashamed of Craig right now because he was talking about the fucking not having a place to sit at Cannibal Corpse, and then he was talking about the mosh pits being too dangerous. Like, what the fuck happened, Craig? You better think about
Craig's,
it, baby.
Craig's not a
You
young
better-
gentleman anymore.
Oh my god.
Well,
Is
he
Craig
better
go
think about it,
soft?
baby.
He's getting up there. He's probably,
It's
you
probably
know,
I
hard
like
for
how
him
you
to stand back
incorporated
up.
those lyrics.
probably getting close to 45. I would assume 45.
Dude, our
that
knees start to
range.
go at 40.
Dude,
We're
don't say
sooner.
that.
No,
I
trust
turned
me.
40.
They get
in
all
2023,
clicky.
y'all.
Clickety click click.
I've been clicking my whole life. I had coworkers that used to call me Kraken.
Oh wow.
Oh no!
My
Release
Kraken
the Kraken.
Jackie.
Yeah.
my knee sounds like you dropped a bunch of marbles down a garbage disposal.
Mhm.
Oh man,
But that's what happens when you get it smashed between a motorcycle
We all-
and a car.
Ow.
dude, we all need to be very careful on 101. Oh my god, I'm sitting here thinking like, dude, how far are we in? We're an
Dude, I
hour
got a
in.
designated driver.
We're an hour
Oh,
in.
that's right.
We've barely talked about drugs. Where's the ghosts?
Oh, Ghost.
All
That's hour 3.
Yeah,
Actually, we
where's
should take a moment.
hour 9.
We should
We
take a
can-
moment.
We can probably talk
No,
about some
no.
stuff in hour 3.
No,
People
no,
aren't
we
watching anymore.
We've
My
promised the
people
people karaoke at Jay Clyde's tonight. I don't know who all's going.
We're going.
I'm-
We've already decided.
all right, yeah. So for sure, Peter, you should go. No one's gonna make you sing, bro. if you
What?
don't want to sing. I mean, you should sing all the songs, but
What?
no one's gonna
Oh
make
my
you.
God. I don't know what you're talking about.
And yeah,
Frank
so y'all are
Collins.
going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fucking A.
I'm gonna sing. You know, I gotta
J.
get
Class
fucking, I gotta get
karaoke.
warmed up for the. I'm gonna butcher this. The cocaine, the Cocanos for Cueros, the Cocaine Cowboys, man.
I think I'm gonna do. I've never done it, so I think I'm gonna do it tonight. I'm pretty sure I can nail it. It's a song by Queens of the Stone Age called what is the name of that song? Feel Good Hit of the Summer.
I don't know.
I could literally sing all the songs to the words in one sentence. Nicotine, Valium, Vicodin, marijuana, ecstasy, and alcohol. Cocaine. Yeah, that's on Rated R, by the way. Wait, is that on Rated R? Yeah, it's on Rated R. Fucking awesome band. If you haven't heard of Queens of Sanity, check them out.
You fucking talking about cool shit. I'm excited about that chopped liver fucking party at State Street in January, Friday the 13th.
Have you watched any of the videos from Hans Condor?
No.
Oh, dude, they're fucking dope.
Dude, anytime Soy City Stranglers or the Rolling Sixes fucking plays this city, I'm gonna be there.
Dude,
they're so fucking awesome.
They are fucking
They're
awesome.
just cool dudes and
Billy
fucking,
Fury, man, he's a
some
great
of the
lead,
fucking best
frontman.
music, man. And I'm really hoping, you know, me and a few other people have been talking for about 6 months now, and starting in January, I'm gonna start renting a rehearsal space so we can actually get together and play and start doing some shit. But it's gonna be very.
Have you seen Paint Job?
No.
Yeah, Paint Job's playing that show too. They're like a newer hardcore band. They're actually gonna be on this podcast the Wednesday before that show to help promote it. So
you need to get the Soy City Stranglers in here too.
yeah, they're from
Yeah.
Decatur, Illinois,
They'd come out
or Soy City, Illinois, I guess. Whatever,
It's
somewhere
not,
about.
It's not that fucking far.
Dude, they're not gonna
I mean-
drive here to do a podcast. I mean,
If they were
they are
bullshit,
more than
they would
welcome.
down on
I bet
Cliff,
they
it.
would.
Cliff, if you're watching,
I
Bill,
bet they would.
Yeah.
do
They'd
it.
come out
You want
here.
to drive all the way here? Do it.
Give them a
Fuck
place
yeah.
to crash. They'd come out.
We're
They'd do
supporting
it.
them.
They'd do it.
And then the run up are playing that
Run
show
Up.
as well.
It's a
So
good one.
but I'm really excited to see Hans Condor when they, because I asked Soy City about playing the day, and they were like, well, we're on a tour that week with Hans Condor, you should check them out. Can we bring check them out? And like literally the next show they were playing, they were opening for Sloppy Seconds.
Mm.
I was like, well, I'm pretty sure this is going to be
It'll be
a
a
pretty
fun
good pretty good deal.
So I was.
Or maybe it was Toxic Reasons.
Toxic
Oh, I
Reasons
can't-
hasn't played since.
No, then it's
June,
got to be
July
Sloppy
30th.
Seconds. Yeah.
Fucking, we had tickets to that Toxic Reasons show in Dayton with the Luxury Pushers. It was at a record store for like 50 fucking people, and I had COVID and I didn't get to go. I was pissed. So Bruce, JJ, Tufty, fucking, if you're listening, if you're watching, let's do a show at the Mill or Radio or some fucking somewhere. You're supposed to play my birthday in 2020, but thanks a lot, COVID.
Have you ever had a conversation with Beans Decatur, the drummer from Soy City?
Once or twice.
Bro, he's so cool,
He's a
man.
cool dude. They're all cool.
Cool.
dudes.
Yeah, they're all cool. But yeah, I'm really excited about that show too. Friday the 13th.
It would have been cool if you could have got the Jasons.
You know what I want to do though? Y'all, if you're watching, look, our last party, it was our first party back, so no expectations. We did not sell out that show.
Where's my whiskey?
Now
It's right
outside
here.
outside
I'm fixing to take a shot.
outside of a fluke show, at the fifth quarter, we had an
that's a
amazing band from Australia called King Parrot, and we did not sell this show. Outside of that, every like Music Madness Party beer show we've had has sold out.
Mhm.
So, but this show is at State Street, and I want this to sell out. Now, keep in mind, it's $8 to get in, right? Now, after chopped
Beer
liver's
beer
cut
only.
of that door, which is 0 cents,
Zero
yeah, we
cents.
take no money from
Mhm.
booking. It is literally just to promote. That's all it is. It's just a promotion. We don't take any money from it. Actually, we're spending money to do the show. Really, honestly, that's pretty much how it goes. But what's the point of all this? Remind me, Polly. Oh yeah, that's right. We are the unheard.
We
We are the overlooked.
overlooked.
We are chopped liver.
Mhm.
The
I had
whole
a
point of
website
everything that we
open.
do is to give a voice to, and give, really, I guess at this point, not a voice, but a video,
A platform.
a platform for people to
yes.
promote music, art, any form of art in the music scene. But
Plus, it's also our
My
first
point,
show
though-
at State
At
Street.
first show at State Street.
State
I wanted
Street's
I wanted
fun,
to
man.
sell out.
It's
I
a
wanted
cool
to sell
venue.
at.
I've been there a few times.
I think-
I like State Street. I wish that they had. Well, I only drink Pabst Blue Ribbon when I go out to fucking bars anyway, so I don't really
And that's
care.
January
but-
13th, correct?
That's
Friday.
13th.
State
Yeah.
Street Pub.
State
Street
Street.
Pub.
Pub.
Party
bunch of
starts
good
at 8.
bands.
Music
This
starts at
shot's
9.
for everybody watching right now.
Yeah. So we got a Tennessee
Cheers.
and we got an Illinois, and then we got 2 local support. And that $8. So the max door there, technically, hopefully none of the fire marshals are watching, is 130. But the goal is 150 people. That would be, $1,200 split between the 4 bands.
That's
Come out and party, y'all.
Mhm.
Come out and party. Try to get there early because the parking slim. It's slim.
You know, a lot of people talk shit about Indianapolis.
Yeah, I
the
know,
music
right?
Scene in
They all love to fucking drive through here, but
it sucks. Because, I
Right.
mean, like, because Indianapolis has a fucking great music scene.
Who's
Oh,
talking
are
shit
you
about
kidding me?
Indianapolis?
We're-
I thought you meant just a town. Nobody
No.
talks shit about this music scene.
Oh, they
Every
do.
person I talk to from out of town, because I talk to them, I
Oh, out
take
of town,
photos
yeah.
of them.
But you talk
They'll-
to some certain local people,
Oh,
and they're
of
like,
course.
"Oh, it sucks. I'm sorry, there's
That's
not
because
a fucking
they're from
cover band
here.
every night." You know, I'm like, this. It has ups and downs, obviously. Like, I've been around for 20 years going to fucking shows, and yeah, some years are better than others. But right now, we have great fucking bands. We have great fucking venues with State Street, the Mel, Black Circle, Healer,
Mhm.
fucking all these places, and all ages venues fucking did not exist when I was
We
coming
need
up.
more, really.
We struggle.
What do we have
all the time?
all ages right now?
There's the Hoosier
Black
Dome.
Circle, technically.
Yeah, there's Black
Yeah.
Circle. There's Hoosier Dome. There's Healer,
Mhm.
and then I'm sure there's a couple others. But you know how
Those
many?
are all 3.
Yeah.
All 3?
Yeah.
Healer. Oh, that's right.
You know how many I had when I was
Holy
fucking
shit.
under 21? 0.
I bet.
Yeah.
We had one that we kept getting kicked
I'm
out.
telling
of.
you, dude. We played a place. My band, I was in a band called Vex in the early 2000s when I was in high school, and we played at a place across from Warren Central at 21st and Midhoffer called Triple T or something like that, and that was all ages. I'll tell you what, bruh. You were West Side though. That's probably why you never heard of it. It was packed every time.
Yeah, I mean, back in then we had the Festivia, we had Smedley's Drain, and then ISC, and we only had one at a time, and it only lasted for like 3 to 6 months.
18 months at the most.
Yeah, we kept getting kicked out of everywhere. I mean, Bubba's Bowling was right next to
The
Irena's.
cops were actually coming down on us really hard too during
Yeah.
that time. They
It-
were
it's
making
like-
it rough to be punks.
It got to a point
Mhm.
where we didn't have a place to play. Destroy Everything needed a show on a Sunday. They played the Mel on a Saturday, and they're like, "Well, we want to play another show." Then we wanted to play an all ages show.
Is that a germ?
We didn't. No, it's a.
Oh, I thought you were
Swisher.
smoking germs.
No.
I was like, bro,
No.
let me get germ,
No, but
bro.
we played the Broad Ripple. I don't even know if it's there anymore. The Optimist Park.
Pass me my lighter, man.
The Optimist Park in Broad Ripple.
Nice.
I don't know.
Thank you.
I don't know if
The
it's even
what?
the Optimist Park. It was Opti Park is what it was called. I don't. It was somewhere in. It was a very small park. It had a picnic area, a slide, and some swings.
I
very
think I
basic,
remember
right?
that shit.
We did an all ages show there, and we asked permission. They said no, and we're like, "Fuck it, we're still gonna do it." And they locked the power box, so we couldn't get power. So Greg Brenner actually rented a generator for us. We set up a generator, and it was Destroy Everything, the Jerkwads, and Dead and Marseille, which is another band. We had we called it the Triad back then. It was Dead and Marseille, the Jerkwads, and the 5 Second Comings. It was 3 bands that we were all like
5 second coming.
Yeah, the 5 Second Comings. Are
Oh my
VSC.
god,
They were
that is a
fun.
great band
Yeah,
name.
They were a really fun fucking
I
street
love it.
punk band. They were so much fun, and we always played shows together. It was a lot of it was good times. But the all ages show, fucking, we had like 5 or 6 cop cars showing up that would just sat there, and they're just like, "We're just here." They just sat there and watched the show. We had kids doing circle pits around the slides and shit. It was like it was so much fun. It was so much fun.
First
That's cool.
time I ever went to the Hoosier Dome. I went and watched.
Shout out to Steven at the Hoosier Dome.
Hell yeah.
Steven Zumbrin and them fucking I got involved with Piratical Productions, and that's how we did the underground and shit like that. They did wonderful things for the Indianapolis music scene back in the day. Still do.
First time I went there, my buddy's band was playing. I met him through a mutual friend, but there was a band, and maybe some of y'all remember, they're awesome band called Full Monty. Full Monty, no?
Doesn't ring a
Amazing band. Oh, check them out. They're still on what's that one platform? I can't even remember.
Napster.
Just search Full
Bandcamp.
Monty band
LimeWire.
Indianapolis on
LimeWire.
You can
something.
find me on Audio
But
Galaxy.
my favorite song they ever wrote was a song called Drink. But I digress. I go to this show. It's sold out. And like I'm like at the time I'm thinking I'm like 32, right? And it's me at 32 and then maybe like 3 other people over the age of 30 and the rest was fucking under 21 motherfuckers and circle pits. They were like literally stacked, like somebody would climb on somebody's shoulders and then like grab the fucking
Rafters, yeah.
rafters. It was insane.
Yeah,
It was
all
just
ages, man.
insane, man.
We had a lot of fun at those
Holy
all ages shows
shit.
when we were under 21.
And it's
I miss it.
important. It's important for us to emphasize these all ages venues
Yeah,
and
I
to
agree.
make sure that they live and they're strong because eventually those fuckers are going to be over 21
I
and then
agree.
they're going to be going to the Mall. They're going to be
Exactly.
going to Black Circle. They're going to be going to State Street.
I
And they're
agree,
the future of our music scene.
But on the
So-
other hand,
and then they're going to have to deal with us
but on the other hand of that,
drinking
on the
grape
other, on the
juice
other
and
hand of that,
fucking,
fuck them kids. They have it too easy nowadays.
you know,
They got fucking 3 or 4
See-
venues to choose from. We had to build our own and do it our own damn self.
I
In a
try to
back
always
yard
remember
somewhere
when
and
my
shit.
my
Yeah.
parents said shit like that.
Fuck them
And
kids.
That's
you
what I
know,
do.
You had to like, you know,
Oh, trust me, I know it was
It's a
hard.
double-edged sword.
It was
Mhm.
hard as
It
fuck
is.
back then, and I'm glad that they have places to go, and I'm glad they're into the music, and there's some killer bands there, and there's some
And
killer
when I was
fans.
young, I caught the new Misfits, the fucking Michael Graves Misfits.
Who?
Mm.
Like
I,
Mm.
that- I-
Three
I don't know
times
who that is. I don't know
at
who the.
Emerson.
I
That was
just-
amazing.
here we go.
I don't know. I don't.
I would have.
Here we go.
I know Craig Chaos is a big Michael Graves fan.
Oh, I'm sure he is. Actually, I'll tell you, dude. Like, I don't know. I've heard some things about that dude, but I'll tell you firsthand experience. I played a show with him.
Can verify
At the
he's
Rock
a total
House.
racist.
I remember that show.
Cone's face.
I believe you, but a
It's-
long
it's
time
known,
ago,
it's totally
I
known.
played a show at the Rock House, and he did his solo act.
Mhm.
And I didn't even know who the fuck he was. I just knew that he used to be in the Misfits. And I go out into this little smoking area they had, and I'm just standing there smoking, talking to somebody, and this dude's like, "Hey, man, you smoke weed?" And I was like, "No, I absolutely do not." And then he grabbed it, and I did not smoke it. And I
Drugs are
talked to
bad,
this, and then I'm
okay.
like, "So what's your name?" He's like, "Oh, I'm Peter Graves." I'm like, "Oh, fuck." He's a really nice guy, but turns
Wait,
out
wait.
he's a total fucking racist.
Wait, Peter
So-
Peter
No,
Graves
no.
is a racist.
No.
Michael Graves is
Michael
racist.
Graves.
Yeah.
Damn it. I'm so sorry.
No.
You're gonna get
Oh
Peter
my God,
canceled
Michael
for 6
Graves.
months.
Michael
Well,
Graves.
Hashtag you're canceled.
Hey.
Hashtag you're canceled.
Yeah. Get
Well,
it.
So,
it was
This is
good while it
Peter's first night
lasted.
running sound, so
Michael
engineering
Graves'
this shit.
whole
So.
set
Nailed it.
was,
Bam.
he's
Fist bump,
he's
fist
went
bump.
full on Christian is what he's done.
Is he?
Oh.
Is he
Oh, yeah.
really? Oh,
His whole
Wait.
CD, you
I
wasn't
see
listening to his.
Wait,
Are
they
you
have a
saying
term
Michael
for that.
Graves?
They have a term for that now. He
Hunt?
didn't go full on Christian. He went full on Kid Rock.
Wait, hold on.
He Kid Rocked it.
Did you say Michael
Oh,
Graves
fuck.
went full
That's
on
a bad
Christian?
Yeah,
We'll run
yeah.
with
So
it.
the show that he's talking about, I went.
It was Mr. Clit.
Mhm. It was
a
awesome.
band formerly known
Except
as
for-
Fiber.
except
Room
for Michael
58.
Graves' set. That it was just
Oh, what's the band from
ridiculous.
Chicago?
Talk about some
Draw Blood.
Draw Blood.
If
Yeah.
we're gonna
Yeah.
do a deep dive,
Oh, the
though,
after party,
Oh
bro.
my goodness, dude!
The after party. Oh no, that's a
Every
story.
fucking bottle in the house,
Oh,
dude. Every bottle.
Shattered. God, the ego.
I
Did
don't
you
know.
ever-
The ego. Oh my god.
That was the night that I met Dennis. Actually, I do believe.
yeah.
No,
No.
it
Was
wasn't the night that I met him, but it was the first night that we ever wrestled. Let's put it that way.
Let's not.
Oh.
Let's
Yeah, let's just
revisit.
not
Yeah,
go
let's
there.
revisit this. It's a good one, but we're not. We're not going to talk about
Did I hit
Yeah.
the right button?
it. Yeah, you nailed it. Turkey 101.
So
All
that's
right.
crazy if Michael Graves went Christian because
Yeah.
Jerry Only was in a project after the Misfits when they originally broke up called Christ the Conqueror.
Fuck.
You remember that? Oh, it was bad.
Do you have to piss again?
Dude, I have the
Don't-
bladder of a fucking
I
6-year-old.
don't recall.
Have
that,
you,
actually.
how old are you?
With K's.
33.
So Christ with a
33.
K, Conqueror with a K.
Mm.
They released it.
I drink a lot of water in the past.
I
year,
drink
it
a
goes
lot of
right
water
through.
too.
So
bro.
Jerry Only is a Christian too, then obviously.
Oh, I never even.
And they're set
Considered it.
money wise because you know that like
Well, sure.
the Only family owns the competitor to Exacto Knife.
Why is it the only family?
What is the
fuck?
competitor to the Exacto knife?
I don't know, but the non
even
the
know
off
there was a
brand the off brand to Exacto Knife. They make razor blades in New Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah, so they have plenty of money, and then they slap their logo on everything.
I saw that.
Interesting.
I saw that somebody
I
talking.
think they're great though. They're pretty great. Come on, the Misfits have been great over all the years.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
OG.
I've seen.
Absolutely.
I've
OG.
seen all the versions of Misfits.
If you just take if you
And-
take the Michael Graves era and you just
mean-
call them like the New Fits, and you just pretend they're totally different bands,
They're like the true definition of Misfits.
they still have that
'Cause
sort
they
of weird
do
rockabilly,
not-
and they say
the
"whoa" a
Michael
lot.
Graves era does
so-
not-
Hi, Lori. Love you.
No, it doesn't fit. It's like a different dimension. It's like the odd
like,
dimension
ooh.
Misfits.
I mean,
Red Flag himself. His favorite Misfit song is "Saturday Night" off of one of the
yeah.
new Misfits albums. I
You
would
know,
I
I
mean,
would have
that is a
never
good
even
one.
known
The Misfits.
who
It's all about
Peter-
tragedy. The girl
Peter-
dies.
Michael
in the end.
Graves
yeah.
is if it wasn't for Lazy Boy Nick Jordan. He's the one that introduced me to all that.
You know
I
what
had no
my
clue.
my favorite Misfits Danzig video is?
The Shakira one.
No, it's when Danzig is acting like a little bitch, and he tries to fight the dude in the Northside Kings, and he gets knocked the fuck out.
That is a great
I've seen
video.
that, I've seen
Oh,
that.
I always-
it's a great video.
I always send that to Craig. Like I send it to Craig a couple times a year, and he always gets so mad about
Dude,
it.
he hits him and just carries his face like away.
Fucking levels the dude. It's so hilarious. It's like
He's not-
motherfucker.
It's not like pap in the face. It's like I'm moving you're going this way with my fist. It was a fucking punch.
It was great.
Hell
It
yeah.
was all about
Plus,
like Danzig didn't want
Danzig's
to
like
move
a
his set
fucking
time.
troll. He's like 5'4" or
Yeah.
some shit.
And the
so-
dude
I
from
thought he
North-
was shorter than that.
The dude from Northside Kings was like fucking almost
Yeah.
7 feet tall, 300 pounds. just
he's
a
the guy in
big
the cell
motherfucker.
block that you make friends with.
Yeah.
Yeah. he's
But
that
apparently though,
size.
that dude has like, I guess he wrote a book that published all the death threats that he got, and like from Misfits fans. I'm sure like 90% of them were from Craig, but
Craig, how many did you send?
yeah, Craig, how many did you send to the
Like,
guy?
Mike Mankey just commented. Danzig acts like a shit.
Little
Danzig
bitch.
acts like a bitch, little bitch. Craig Meanings, what?
What?
I can't wait to get Craig back on here. He's a hoot.
I want to come on with Craig.
What you just said.
That's
Yeah.
really
Wow.
something.
That'll
All
be
right.
fun.
He's excited. He's probably half hard.
Quarter.
Are you
Quarter
gonna
hard. Oh my god. Go, dude,
Are-
say it, Polly.
Are you gonna pound and dump?
Maybe. Maybe.
I'll allow it.
You know what? You know what, Craig?
Jackie says yes.
Craig would
Hey,
appreciate
click
it.
click the button next to the cancel button. Where's the beef?
Craig would appreciate it. for
Where's
sure.
the beef? Oh my god, man. Oh, this has been so much fun. You know what though?
So
We do
pumped
need
and
to show
Fuck you, Lori. I love you, but fuck you.
I love you, Lori.
Oh, what'd she say?
She said I pee more than anybody. She
Oh, I know.
knows.
Yeah, I
Facts.
totally put that up. I totally
That's
put
fine.
that
I
up.
do. Like, I mean, whatever.
She's just calling out. She sees.
gotta-
it.
Yeah. So
got a
here's
healthy bladder?
here's a quick video from our sponsors at Punk Rock Night. If you want to show that.
Looking for something to do Saturday night? Do you like punk rock? Well, look no further. Every Saturday night is Punk Rock Night at the Melody Inn. The best local, regional, and touring acts hit the stage every Saturday for an amazing time. Check punkrocknight.com for details or follow us on all the social medias to get weekly updates on what's going on. Doors are 8 p.m. Shows start at 9 p.m. It's a bar, folks, so you have to be at least 21 to join in on the fun. And hey, there's free parking. Plus, every Thursday we present the PRN Live Feed Show, where we talk about last week's show, preview this week's show, and announce all the big things we have coming up. Punk Rock Night, a proud sponsor of Chopped Liver.
That wreck video.
That
That-
was
I-
awesome.
that was-
that
I remember-
fucking awesome.
I-
Shout out to Rob and Dave because you know, when I got laid off during COVID, they really helped me out, like helping me, like giving me odd jobs to do at Rob's places and fucking working door and sound at the mill for a little bit, and they got me through a lot of fucking through being unemployed in COVID. And
I was right
appreciate
there with you.
the
Homie.
hell out of them,
I was running sound and running the door during the pandemic too.
Yep.
Man.
And fucking Rob hooking me up, mowing grass and doing things at his place and his sister's, and I appreciate the hell out of him. And I remember seeing that video, and he sent it to me. I was like, "Oh shit, that's hilarious!"
Yeah,
it's terrible.
I'll be honest.
Hilarious.
So Rich was he tried to get it to me last week, and I wasn't able to get it on the show. But when I called him, he went ahead and sent me the link so I could download it and get it on the show. And I had not watched it, so
that's good.
In real time, like we all got to like, oh fuck.
Yeah, I have to say, you know, Rob and Dave in the mill, it's a very special place. It's
oh yeah, for sure.
Fuck, I think I might be the only person in the world that has a Melody Inn tattoo. Not
no.
Okay, no, there are Miss Melodies. There are Miss Melodies
Yeah.
out there. I have the fucking address tattooed on my leg.
What?
Yeah, I've got Mel 3826 tattooed under the punk rock night moon and star.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
Because you know, some
Who,
people
who did it?
Is that something just like
fucking
point?
RJ Hunter up in Noblesville at I think it's Mystic Images.
Mystic Images, right on.
There's some cool shit, and yeah, I got that. And you know, some people, you know, like the basic bitches in the world, they get John 316 tattooed on the wrist or something. I was like, Mel 3826.
What is the 316? I get why they would put my name on there.
Austin 316 means, you know, I just whooped your ass. But you know, there's some religious thing.
Open a can of whoop ass.
They put proverbs and shit on their arms, you know. So I put the one that meant the most to me, which was Mel 3826.
Right on. Does it have the not the colon, but the does it say 30? Just 3826.
MEL 3826.
Where is it? Where is
it? On
it?
my leg.
You don't want to show the world?
I mean, I gotta move and shit.
Do it. Here, hand me that bottle. I want a shot.
I think it's that leg.
Like which leg is
God
it?
damn it.
Jackie, do you have a favorite tattoo? Do you even have a tattoo?
Yeah, we're going.
Oh, look at my ass.
Two.
Ah, look, there it is.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, there it is. You can't see it.
Nice. And so you got Punk Rock Night and Melody.
Fuck yeah, they've been a
all
part of
in
my life
one.
since I was 15 years old.
Oh yeah, that's
It means
dope,
a
man.
lot.
Yeah, I
So-
have yet to get a PRN tattoo or a Mel tattoo because I don't have any money to get tattoos.
I've
That's
got
the
a list.
farm I run into.
Like my real bucket list is tattoo list. So
I got that at a. Did I get that one at my old job? So I worked at Harley for a
Harley.
while, and we had a bar in our dealership, and we brought a tattue artist in.
Oh,
We
that's
brought
cool.
Mystic Images, and they did a tattoo on me in the bar after work one day. That was fun. I don't know. I don't remember if they did the skull and corn or if they did that one.
So Jackie, you don't have any tattoos?
I
Got a
have
couple.
one on my arm. My best friend and I got
Is
it.
it John 316?
No, it's fucking Death Cab for Cutie
Almost as bad.
lyrics. So almost as bad.
I don't know. I liked it.
whatever.
You know what? I'm gonna
Music
lose.
is what
Really
makes
got
us.
I'm gonna lose
So-
punk rock cred, but I like Death Cab. Ooh, red flag.
It's my best friend and I. We got it. We've been right before I moved because we've been friends since 15. Been
It is I Will
lovers.
Follow You Into the Dark. Oh
Yes.
That's like their
Very-
best song.
Very
It's a
basic.
good one. It kind of
Very
basic.
basic.
Where did
Yeah.
Polly
Well,
go?
actually,
It's the vanilla
adding,
milkshake of Death Cab for Cutie.
adding to being basic, I have a infinity symbol on my shoulder. It has a Roman numeral 2 through it though, because of my
Nice.
friends and I, we all got it together, and that represents the like number that we came into each other's lives.
You know what used to be the most generic punk rock tattoo that like every punk I knew had? Just a fucking circle.
MXPX.
Just a circle. Because it was either supposed to be like an anarchy sign or a Dead Kennedys logo or something. But we got too fucking drunk or high halfway through. And
So it was just
ended
a
up with
Germs
a
logo.
circle. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a circle for the longest time, just right here, because the machine broke like halfway
Ugh.
through. And I was
Mm.
like, well, I guess you got a fucking circle, kid.
Do you guys do any of you like hear a phrase and then automatically like a song just pops into your head?
Yes.
Always.
So like
Sometimes.
if we weren't on the podcast, I would just do it. Well, depending on how much I drink. But when you said that, you know, that thing that you just said, you know what just happened in my head?
No, what?
I
What did
went.
I trigger?
Whoa, for the longest time. Whoa, like God damn it, my fucking
That
brain.
just happened.
Yeah, well, yeah, we do that. We do that here every once in a while. We'll just bust it out.
We just
Well, that was
bust out
that
into
was like the
acapella.
mel.
When Sid was on
Sometimes
here, we
just
did.
do acapella.
Yeah,
That
when
That was
Sid
like
was
the
here.
mel at fucking during 2020 during the pandemic. We just
Hell
sat
yeah.
out there with your guitar.
I'm
fucking-
still to this day trying to find people to do the
When
whole
I
scene
was-
from Anchorman. It's like, what's love, Ron? What's love like? And, you know,
What is love like?
Oh, that's such
So-
a great scene.
That's a real question. What is
I-
love like? What does it feel like?
Baby, don't hurt me.
yeah. But I can't
No
ever get
way.
anybody to do it. Like, just I'm not gonna do
You know,
it
I want to
because
do.
I don't think anybody can do it with me. Can anybody bust that out right
No.
now?
What are we
If
If
doing?
this was 2006, I would have been able to because I could
Oh.
quote the entire movie back then.
Hey, true story. True story. So my ex-wife, okay, myself, my ex-girlfriend, my ex-wife, and one of my old best friends, we all went and watched that movie the night it came out in theater, which, by the way, I'm sure that sounded really fucking weird. That's a whole nother story. But we all went and watched that movie, and I didn't know Judd Apatow at the time. I didn't understand. Like, I liked his comedy. It took a second for it to kind of soak in, but I legit hate musicals. And when they busted out into that scene, the whole love scene, I was like, fuck this. I leaned in to my girlfriend at the time and I was like, hey, let's get the fuck out of here. This movie fucking blows.
It was Afternoon Delight. That was
Afternoon
the song.
Delight.
Yeah.
Gonna find my
Afternoon
baby,
Delight.
gonna hold it tight, gonna get some afternoon delight. Yeah, my motto's
You're
always
right.
been when it's right, it's right.
You were
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Nobody joined in.
No. All right. Anyways, but this is what's wild. So like 6 months, 8 months later, my roommate at the time, I come home from work and he's like, hey man, I just stopped by Blockbuster and picked up Anchorman. Do you want to watch it? I'm like, dude, I went and saw that in theater. It was all right. But it was like so weird. And he's like, just watch it. I'm like, all right. So we smoked a big old fucking doobie. Of course, I've never smoked weed in my whole life, but I smoked this
Drugs
doobie
are bad.
and I watched it.
Drugs are bad.
And I thought it
okay?
was so fucking funny. And then I watched it again and I watched it again. And now it's like the most quoted movie like that I probably quote ever.
I can't hear San Diego and not think the whale's
Whale's
vagina.
vagina.
I
Every
can't
time.
hear San Diego and not think of the episode where Kyle keeps telling Stan that he's going to end up whacking it in San Diego. And they do that whole thing at the end of the episode. And Stan flies out to San Diego. I don't know, that whole song. Whacking it, whackity, yeah. Whatever. I don't know. I always think of that because it was like literally just a few days after I think it was the mayor of San Diego got caught masturbating at a major street corner in San Diego. So they basically
Sounds about right.
yeah. I mean, I know I've already talked about South Park once tonight, but it is my all-time favorite show, my all-time favorite writers. There's nothing they have done that isn't amazing.
Do you like Cannibal the Musical?
Fuck yes.
Good.
Oh my god.
So speaking of South Park, they talk shit about the gingers and make that.
They
all
talk
joke.
shit about
So,
everybody.
I was on
Nobody
Reddit-
is safe from
I
the
was on-
writers of South Park.
I was on Reddit the other day and somebody was talking about fucking this kid that fucking he was on house arrest and he ended up shooting a bunch of people and they were blaming Holcomb for it. And somebody's like, don't blame Holcomb for gingers. And this redhead kid got really pissed off and was like, fuck you, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I guess it would be more funny if you had a soul.
Oh.
He did
There you go.
appreciate it.
Look, everybody else was piling on too. So, I mean, but it was great. Like,
What have
first
you
of all, the
done?
first rule of the internet, don't say you don't like something because it's going to get fucking thrown at you.
Yeah.
Yep. That's pretty much how it goes.
Yeah.
Second- what's the
Did
second
you know
rule of the
that
internet?
Ron Burgundy wrote
There's
a book?
porn about everything. That's rule 34.
32% boobs. That's 32%
Is it-
porn.
Is it?
Of all data
I think
online.
like 1/3. Yeah.
Yeah, of all data
yeah.
online.
Movies.
It's a lot. It's a lot of
Fuck
titties.
yeah, that's great.
Tickle bitty. Goth titty.
There's usually a category for that.
I had to say it one more time for goth titties.
Big old goth
Because
titties.
it's a thing on this show tonight. I'm so uncomfortable with my camera.
You got to hit that MySpace angle and get it up and to the left.
Up and
Fuck, I miss
Yes.
MySpace.
Wait,
I wish MySpace would come back.
is that good?
You know,
Yeah.
like Tom.
It would, but none of us can remember our passwords.
Yeah, I can't.
Right.
So like fucking
I log in
Tom.
once a year.
I'm pretty sure they canceled the account.
Tom from
when it's inactive
MySpace.
for so long. I'm sure this is gone.
No, Tom's waiting for us to log back in.
That
bro.
motherfucker, he did it right. You know, you got fucking all these people like the Twitter dude and Zuckerberg that are just cunts.
Twitter dude, Elon Musk.
No, the one before that.
The guy before
The
that.
fucking Dorsey or whatever the fucking name is. But you got all, you know, they're just cunts. But fucking Tom, he's like, I'm selling my shit and I'm gonna go fucking just travel the world and leave people alone. And
Right.
fucking, like,
Yeah.
and he did it right.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure
And
Tom
he was
was my
everybody's
first
friend.
internet friend.
He was everybody's friend.
Yes.
My first one though.
Yeah. And the last thing I want as a Facebook friend is
I was
Mark
on,
Zuckerberg.
I
Fucking
was
Zuckerberg.
way before that. I was on ICQ. Is
Oh, I
that?
remember
Yeah.
ICQ.
Yeah, I remember.
AOL
Yeah.
Instant Messenger.
Yes,
Oh
AOL.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
on the Palace a lot. I
AIM.
don't know if anyone knows that.
I
The what?
The
The,
palace?
palace?
The
Cat
Palace.
Palace?
You know what?
No, not Cat Palace.
The best social media. I don't even know if you could call it
That's
social
probably
media
a
back in the
website,
day.
though.
I'm
but
sure.
Yeah.
fucking IMN. Pete, you might
Oh,
remember
yeah.
IMN,
do.
IndianapolisMusic.net.
I don't know
Uh-huh.
that.
Yeah.
That place, man. That I was in high school. I spent all my time on IMN, Indianapolis Hardcore, and the Punk Rock Night message boards, just between the three, and it was a fun time.
Where
I miss
shit-
message
It's where
boards.
shit talkers went before like
Yeah.
social media was like so
Holy
fast.
fuck! You know I think that's how most of the trolls and fucking learned how to do things was the Indianapolis Hardcore boards. You had thick fucking skin to get on the indie hardcore boards.
I mean, you had to have thick fucking skin to be punk rock 20 years ago.
Yeah.
All we did was make fun of each other like constantly. That was like the thing.
Mm.
Yeah, I miss
As
the
people have gotten way more like happy and huggy in the last like 5 years. I'd
fucking
say.
hippies.
They've really come in and been like, it's all about love, brother. And I'm like,
Uh-huh.
yeah, you know, okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of respect where we're at in the punk scene because it
It's
is all
good.
about equality and
Inclusion.
safe places and
Yeah.
It wasn't that way always.
Yeah, we had to beat up a lot of
I don't
Nazis
like
to get
the
here.
war
Oh,
on
the
jokes
fucking hammer
as
skins
much,
that used
but
to show. In the fucking Vinlanders and shit. Oh,
The fucking sharps that pretended to not be racist but were
Ugh.
racist.
Yeah.
these comments are off the
Yeah.
chain.
I knew a lot. Yeah, it was an interesting time back in the early 2000s with the skinheads.
I mean, you were part of the group that was an interesting
want
group in
some
the early
drugs,
2000s, though, because the horror punks, like the whole horror punk scene, was
God.
much different than it is nowadays. It was
Yeah.
very big, very big.
It was huge back then.
It was a mixture. It wasn't goth and it wasn't death rock. It was horror punk, and it was like much. It was louder. It was probably led there by Drew. Drew was probably the local guy that really led the way. But then
Drew Barrymore.
Drew
Yes.
Cadaver.
Oh, okay.
Fuck, I gotta piss again.
But it was a big. I mean,
Cool.
I would have to say it birthed a lot of big stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of cool bands back then. I miss,
Black Cat. Black Cat's cool. Brad's thing.
yeah,
Yeah.
I miss Black Cat.
Black Cat
They were always
Rebellion.
fun.
Mm-hmm. Last time I saw them, they were crushing too. They're doing it.
They changed so much too. They
Yeah,
when they
they-
first came out, they were like rockabilly.
The
almost,
last time
and
I
then-
saw Black Cat Rebellion, they reminded me more of early AFI,
yeah,
and
Yeah.
that was like, I'm digging it.
That's not bad.
I'll
That's
tell
not a
you,
bad thing at all.
that Cadavers reunion show they did blew my fucking mind. in
Oh yeah,
2015.
that's
I
when
was
we
like,
had them on the podcast. Was for that show.
I like.
I literally still have a collection of all their work.
that.
They gave me all theirs. Did you get one too?
No.
I had one of the cherub.
so
banners.
only,
Like,
only I got one. Sorry,
had-
Polly. If you want to borrow
typically-
that for like 7 or 8 years,
I had
you're
one
more
of
than
the
welcome.
one of the big banners they had on stage. I got it. I fucking don't even remember who I
I
got
think
it from.
Drew and Curdy like hand screen printed.
Yeah, I
those.
got it from some fucking dude that used to be in the horror punk scene. I don't even remember who it was, but I got it from
That's
him,
what I was
and-
saying,
and
Candace,
it's
during
gone.
the
It's
Punk
gone
Rock
now,
Night
but
video.
Yeah, they were the whole horror punk scene was a lot of fun back then.
Go
and
pee, you motherfucker.
I can wait.
I'm
little bit
worried
more.
about you.
And then fucking, I remember if you listen to that live album with that
Wow,
they
pee.
recorded from the melody in, you hear me like pretty much more than you hear Drew.
How wild is it though to be around for all of it? I mean, you've been around for literally
It's
all
weird.
of it.
It's weird. I mean, it's fun. It's
I
cool
didn't
to
walk in the
see.
door until 09 or 08 or 09.
Yeah, I mean, they started in 02?
I remember the
02?
moment I walked into the Melody Inn. It was a punk rock night, Virgin night. Actually, the poster should be on the wall around here somewhere. There's too many posters.
I don't know.
But yeah, my band Pigtail Crooks got booked for a punk rock night. I didn't know shit about fuck. I walked in the door and literally I was like, holy shit, this is the place. I fell in love immediately.
That's how I felt the first time I ever walked into punk rock night. I think it was 2012. And I was like, oh shit, this place is awesome. And it was the first place that I actually like felt like I was at home in Indy. And at that point, I hated this place. I couldn't afford to do shit. I didn't really know very many people except for the people I partied with on the east side. And that was the one place I went to where I felt like I found my people. Because I was in the Tampa metal scene when I was in high school. So I was always going to shows since I was 13. And that was all I knew and all I wanted to find. So then when I came back in 2019 and to still see that it was still going on, I was so happy. That's probably the one place in the city where I'm comfortable walking in by myself and I know that I'm in a good place.
Hell yeah.
We had a song, we had 2 songs on our album when we released it. One was called Too Young for Fun because couldn't get into the mail. And then we had one called 38th in Illinois. It was about us hanging out outside the Melody Inn. And fucking there was good old Wayne Birch did a Nuvo, a Barfly comic for us and called us the Sidewalk Scenesters. And was we're like
that's dope.
Emblazoned in Nuvo with Travis.
Do you have that? Do you have a copy of that?
I don't.
Brandon's
mom does.
Wayne, we need a copy of that.
Okay. Brandon, no.
Wayne will watch this at some point.
I'm sure Wayne does have a copy of it. But yeah, Travis was on there. Brandon was on there. It was a Sidewalk Scenesters. They called us.
I'll tell you right now.
It was fun.
Whatever. Never mind. I'm not even gonna say it. It's not worth saying. But I just think it's we gotta throw the kudos out here that Dave and Rob are at I think they're 22, right? Right now?
They started 2001, I believe.
Yeah, they're coming up on 22 or they're at 20. Yeah, they just had the 21, like the whole ID poster. Yeah, it's incredibly hard to keep a venue or a bar open in this town under the same ownership. And it says a real true statement to who they are and what they've done to be able to do it for this long.
And
so,
it shows how fucking dedicated.
Let's talk honestly, though,
the
since they've been running, Gilman Street has gone down, CBGB's has gone down. All these monumental places on the coasts have gone down, but somehow Melody Inn just stays going.
CBGB's in the Midwest.
It's pretty wild.
I am gonna go pee now.
All right, do it. You saw that coming, right?
I'm gonna take this out too and watch and bitch at y'all.
Yeah, man, you sink into that thing. It swallows your ass up.
Yeah, I'm not used to sitting in a sofa like right now. Like my butt cheeks are like, nah.
Dude, that's why I'm loving this desk.
Yeah, isn't it great?
The desk is the best.
Back's fine, ass fine, everything's just fine.
Ass good.
Yeah. Maybe one day when we have the money, we'll actually build tables and have, proper,
Nah, man. We need.
This is cool.
We need to do this shit live from a venue.
Yeah,
with an audience. That's what we need to do.
It's that 70s show
and tasers
in Indy, not Wisconsin.
Why tasers?
Because that'll make it even better.
I mean, I can't argue that. It's true.
Look at all these comments. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I'm so behind. Wait, what? That's my job.
I first went to the Mel before Robert Andrich and Dave owned it. Oh shit. The comments are moving too fast for me to keep up.
I tried looking
Amanda
at them,
said the goth scene used to be way different. She's not lying.
Yes, it did.
And he's back.
Jeanette said she first went to the Mel before Robert and Dave owned it, before PRN, and to see Jeff Sample and Susan Morris in Gravel Bed. She just way backed all of us.
Oh shit! For real.
Somebody's been around longer than I have.
Like, oh, you children in your Robert Orendish era. She got us bad.
I loved his costume this year for the Halloween show. Fucking Mike. He had Mike Minky down.
Amanda now says she's feeling old because we're talking about shit from so long ago. So we're making people feel old. Good.
Feel old.
Dude, you know what's funny? So
we're making people dehydrated. So mission
it's been
accomplished.
what 13.
Oh, that's my life.
I've been going there.
Apparently.
My first punk rock night was 13 years ago, and when I first started going there, I was like looking around, and all these people have been going there for years, and like talked to Craig like I've been come to punk rock night.
Standing right
Since
here
the
for
beginning,
20 years.
Yelling, smoke weed.
And at that time, it was like, 7 years I've been coming here, and now 13 years
20
later,
years I've been coming
and
here.
now he's at over 20, and I'm at 13, and all these new faces keep coming in, and it's just like I'm like, oh fuck, man. Now I'm the old guy.
There was
Fuck
something-
my life.
Yep.
I said it.
Shit.
Probably last year sometime. I forget who I was talking to at the mill, but I'm like, this bar is the most accepting, open place
Mhm.
in this city. And somebody walked in. I started talking shit about them, and they said, "Well, didn't you just say this is the most accepting bar in the city?" I said, "Yes, the bar is great. Me,
Not
I'm an
so
asshole."
much.
I'm pretty sure that was the night you started hitting on me.
Probably.
Oh shit.
Hey,
Oh,
you know what?
shit.
It fucking worked. so-
Right.
Oh,
The proof's in the pudding.
Is it? Is
Right?
it?
I
Do we even have
They're
pudding?
sitting next to each other on a couch, bro.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something works.
we're roommates.
we're not telling what it
They,
is.
they were
but
they were
something worked.
roommates.
The crowd is proud of you guys.
I
Yeah.
tried.
These comments just keep rolling in. There's no way you can keep up, especially when we're on this type of screen. But so, speaking of drugs, Jordan, have you ever done any hallucinogens? And if so,
What time is it? Okay. All right. Look,
the people want to know.
statute of
You're-
limitations is over.
Oh yeah, I
um,
mean that's
and-
pretty much a given.
Okay,
So,
seven
I have
years
I
ago.
have a story. I do have a story, and I'm not going to say what I ingested, but I was hanging out with a friend named Lucy at one time, and a friend of mine came down and was like, "Hey, you want to go see this Pink Floyd laser show at the Bluebird?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, let's
Now,
do that."
Were you and Lucy hanging out before this?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. This was at Bloomington. This was in Bloomington, and so we start walking down, and we start walking around, and I'm very confused on what's happening in my life at this point. And it turns out,
Were you like 8 or 9?
yes, turns out it was not only a Pink Floyd laser show, which I never made it to. It turns out it was also Miss Gay IU, which is one of the biggest drag shows in the U.S. Which is, when you're hanging out with your friend Lucy, things can get a little intense,
Oh fuck yeah!
and you don't know what's happening.
Wubba,
And
wubba,
I got
wubba.
very frightened
If
because
it's
it was just so animated, and the drag queens are so like out there anyway, and like so like boom,
11.
and
Yeah,
you're sitting there, and you're just like,
Cranked it up.
oh my god, what is happening? I'm running. It's 7:30 in the evening. I'm running down 7th Street in Bloomington, running away from my future roommate Tom, and I'm just like running away on the phone. I'm like,
wait, not Tom from MySpace.
no,
Okay.
different Tom. We'd have a better house if it was him.
Bad
But
jokes.
Is it Tom
so, we,
Bad jokes.
so we were running, and I'm running down the street looking at this motherfucker, thinking he's gonna kill me or something, and I'm just like, get away! Just running down the street, and we ended up. I ended up getting picked up. I called my roommate Kristen. I called her 25 times in under 6 minutes.
Oh my god.
To come pick my ass up because I was so terrified of what I was seeing and what was happening at that time because it was
How old were you then?
22,
22.
21, 22.
Right on.
It was
Hell yeah.
an experience. It was fun. Then I went and finger painted afterwards, and
Hey, there
That
you
sounded
go.
a blast.
and I've got that painting hanging up in my in our house, and I was supposed to my good friend Sierra had it for a long time, and I was supposed to trade her a smoking device for it, but
What was
I
the
never
name
did
of
it.
that smoking device?
Eleanor Rosenvelt.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, that was a fun.
What about you, Jackie? You care to share?
There was this one time I went to a wedding in San Diego, and somebody gifted the bride and groom each 8 balls.
Mm,
Wait, like
Excellent.
8 soccer balls or like footballs?
Yeah, the soccer balls.
basketballs.
Oh,
Basketballs.
No,
Okay.
it was soccer balls. It was soccer balls.
Hey, I had
Soccer does come from Colombia. they're big soccer fans in Colombia.
So the bride and groom.
Starting to sound like a cop. Shep.
Oh
I
yeah.
keep
Are
hearing
you a
that.
cop?
Are you a cop?
Not today.
Shep's a cop.
1312, motherfucker.
It's true. But so the
That's a
bride
good
and
gift,
groom,
by the way.
right?
Yeah.
I was impressed.
Thinking ahead.
That is.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah.
shared
You're gonna need this.
with all of the guests.
Mhm.
So
Even better.
Yeah.
in cars we would participate, and then afterwards we went to a hotel room and we had like a whole, it was very organized. There was a table and everyone had their own straw and we formed lines.
Literally.
I feel like they planned this ahead, like at the wedding.
They
like,
had to.
reception practice or whatever. Okay, we're
Right.
gonna need straws and mirrors for everybody.
Right, even the room next to us, which was filled with all the parents, they had a separate ball for themselves.
Oh wow.
It was really
What do you imagine the
This
parents
is
were getting high
excellent.
on?
I know. I was like, this is not a wedding I've ever been to before. It's great.
Wow.
Ever since then, I want to go back to a wedding in California.
That's probably where the wine was with the older
Fucking
people.
Catalina
Probably.
wine mixer.
I actually almost got a job out there during that time.
I've heard about those.
There's a very famous punk or promoter
Yeah,
from
from Brothers.
Indianapolis that lives out there in wine country. Sarah Sturch. You remember Sarah Sturch?
No.
I
She
do.
used to do promotions all the time at like Knights of Columbus and all sorts of places.
No, I
She was
knew
mixed in with Matt, and they did some amazing shows.
Matt.
Sarah got
Matt a
Sarah
horror
got
punk dude?
Fugazi to come to Indianapolis.
Was Matt a
Oh,
horror
that's
punk dude?
cool.
Matt? No, Matt worked at like I think what is Karma in Castleton or
Oh.
something like that.
Fuck yeah, Karmas. I love Karmas. There's still good
Me
Karma
too.
on Post Road, man.
They had
And
a great
shout out-
rack of like
Shout out to
independent
fucking
stuff way back.
That's
in the
Yeah.
day.
wins.
Shout out to fucking Doug on the West Side Karma, man. Like he's always at the record show. And I meant to say this earlier when you mentioned Sloppy Seconds. I was
Shout out
fucking,
to Karma.
I was at fucking the Crossroads Music Show. We went a couple weeks ago, and I was talking to some a vendor and another guy were talking about some old vintage punk records, and I was like indie records, and I was like, oh, I have red certs and I have this and that. It's like I'm looking for this, and I'm sitting there talking to this dude sitting next to me.
What was that again?
And fucking he
Hey,
I
pass me
look-
that bottle.
I look up and I'm like, oh fuck, I didn't even realize who you were. It was BA from Sloppy Seconds.
Oh
And
no
I'm sitting there
shit.
talking to him for a good like 5
Man,
minutes
we're-
about
I'll
vintage
tell you
fucking
what,
punk
bro.
bands
We're a
and-
bunch of spoiled motherfuckers.
Yeah.
We
I
are
mean-
so spoiled because there are all these punk rock legends
Dude. So
in
like
this fucking
Yes.
town.
I
Like,
feel
my
really,
friends from Ohio are like, you what?
I feel
You
really
hung out
weird.
with
Mhm.
who?
I feel
I
really
saw my
weird about
friends
it.
all the time in California and Florida. I brag.
I feel really weird about it because like, you know, I've known JJ and Bruce and fucking Toxic Reason since I was 14 years old.
Mhm.
And you know, I would they had a guitar player at the time named Kurt Harley. I remember sitting at Kurt's house, fucking watching old 1980s Target videos of Toxic Reasons, and you know, hanging out with all those guys. And fucking, then I see people talk on YouTube about seeing them with the Dead Kennedys in 1980 something, and like, they're like, "Fucking, I love these guys." I'm like, "That's just Bruce and JJ and Tough T. Like this, just dudes I know." It's crazy.
One of the
It's crazy to
one of
me.
my favorite things about being a photographer at PRN for all these years is when somebody I've never met before, I'll walk up to complete strangers all the time. That's why I always joke, by the way, if you ever hear me say, which I always say at the end of the show, like, don't talk to strangers. It's a joke because it's literally what I do at PRN. I literally walk up to complete strangers and like, photo.
For some people, a
And-
stranger is a friend you haven't met yet. For me, a stranger danger.
But one of my favorite things is somebody will walk up to me and be like, "Hey, man, is that Danny Roadkill?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's Danny Thompson. That's Danny Roadkill." And they're like, "You introduce me to him?"
Just go say hi, motherfucker.
I'm like, "Yeah, come on." And
It's crazy.
yeah,
You know.
it's one of those things, or like BA will just show up at a PRN or something, and like he's like sitting there hanging out, just chilling, and people will be like, "It's that? No way!" And I'm like,
See, and
"Yeah."
like growing up, I had no idea how big Toxic Reasons and Sloppy Seconds and shit was. I was just going to fucking hanging out at the Emerson and getting kicked out of
Dude,
there.
I'll tell you what though, on that same kind of note, we've had like not just punk rock night, but the Melody Inn has had
Fuck
famous fucking people
Legends.
Mhm.
show up there.
Legends.
And some of those stories of these like literally like household name people that show up are some of the best stories, some of my favorite stories of meeting like cool people, but also some of the worst experiences of my fucking life.
Oh,
Amen. Being like the worst by far, like worst experience ever. Fucking Ron Jeremy. Oh my god. That dude. Oh, what a nightmare.
Oh,
When
he's
he
so
showed up at
canceled.
Punk Rock Night, I was like, I already knew. It's like-
Hashtag you're canceled.
yeah, it was bad.
Uh,
It was bad.
I mean, I've seen some legendary fucking punk bands at the Melody Inn.
Hell yeah.
You know, the Vibrators. That was one of my favorite shows I saw there. That was absolutely insane. I think we had them twice there before.
I
Maybe
think
twice. I don't know.
the biggest perk of being the photographer, we probably one of the coolest moments ever. I was shooting photos. We had a show at the Vogue, and it was Flogging Molly, or what does Craig Chaos call it?
Flogging Murphys,
Flogging Murphys, and
Dropkick Molly.
so you know it's a sold out
It's all the same
fucking
shit.
show, whatever. And I'm the photographer for PRN, but there's all these fucking, you know, what do you call them? The Associated Press photographers,
Mhm.
and they're all in like suits and they're all dressed up. They've got their big ass fancy cameras. Not that my camera isn't big or fancy, but what band was it that opened for them? Awesome fucking trio band, bunch of brothers.
Alkaline Trio.
No.
That's what came to mind too.
Better.
It's the only
better.
trio that I listen to.
Oh, come on.
Besides the
True.
Run Up.
Yeah.
I'll think of it. But every one of those
Fiber.
fucking every
Fiber's,
one of those bands,
Fiber's a good trio.
legit, like legit, even Flogging Molly, all of them, like when we were, because you know you're only allowed to take photos for so many songs during the sets, they all shunned the ties and the skirts, and they all of them, every band gave me their fucking attention. They all stared at my
Oh,
camera.
yeah.
They all gave me like, hey, heads up, you ready? Shit, it was so dope. And I was wearing my
That's cool.
I was wearing my leather jacket. And that's, you know, because obviously, if you don't know already, Punk Rock Night is a non-for-profit. So
Yeah.
I am a, what do you call it? What do you call that?
A highly paid photographer.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a community service, pretty much is
Yeah.
what I do. So that is like one of the cool things about doing it, you know. Not to
miss-
mention, you know, like all the people that show me love for what I do too. So
I miss being involved with it. It's too much bullshit nowadays to deal with it. But for me, I mean, I was booking shows at 15, 16, and fuck you, Peter. I had a lot of fun booking.
do it
shows
for the
and
love,
promoting,
man.
and it was
for the love of our community.
I think
So,
I was doing the all ages shit, and I got real burnout because I was. All these kids are like, bring these bands. It's like, cool. So, you know, I brought a Global Threat and Monster Squad, and cool. You sitting out in the parking lot and drinking 40s. Why don't you pay to come get in first? So I just got burnt out on all that shit. Lost a lot of money. Being 16 years old, dealing with $3,500 contracts was a little stressful. That's why I don't have any hair anymore.
you know, a lot of the reason
No doubt.
you know, a lot of the reason that what drives me, see, like whether it's promoting or whatever it is, you know what I really want? You know what I want this podcast to accomplish, or Punk Rock Night, or Stranger. God,
Strange attraction.
thank you. All these promoters in town, all the podcasts and the people that promote local art. You know what I want to accomplish, and what I want us all to accomplish. I want this city
Pump and dump.
to fucking make it hard to get into shows again. I want there to be lines of people trying to get in to watch local bands.
Yeah.
It needs to be cool again.
I wonder
Why is it so fucking cool to go to fucking Mucky Ducks on the South Side and listen to Top 10 radio for 4 hours and drink Bud fucking Light? That is not fucking cool. Go to a
agree.
fucking show.
But yo, honestly,
Watch
though,
some local fucking
wait a
music.
minute. Wait a minute. Like, to play devil's advocate, do we want people like that are fucking gonna
Yes,
drink
we
Bud
do,
Light, drinking
because
fucking
that
listen to
pays
top 40 cover
bands,
bands?
and that gives all the talented people more money to make shirts, to put their shit out online, to sell fucking albums, and to grow, because we deserve it. Because we
100%.
have an amazing
just-
art scene, we have an amazing fucking music scene, and yes, I want the squares at the Melody Inn, at
We
fucking
can
State Street,
transform
at
them.
Black
they might need
Circle, at
exposure.
Healer,
Maybe.
Yeah.
at
Maybe.
yes.
Well, then we may
Let
have
them
Taylor,
in.
Then we may have Taylor Swift cover bands. No,
Fuck
I can't
it.
deal with that,
Dude, have you been
What
to
if
the
it's a
Melody
metal
Inn on
cover?
Wednesday? It's
Hey.
probably a Taylor Swift cover band. I'm not. I mean, dude, like the Mel. That's the beauty of the Mel, though.
it is. It's a music.
and,
It's
and most
everything.
venues. I would
Yeah.
argue that. I mean, like, Thanksgiving Eve. Yeah, Thanksgiving Eve. My twin brother is a house DJ, DJ Jackola. Check his shit out. He's online. They did a show at Black Circle, and it was dance house music.
Fuck yeah,
So
Hey.
I mean, we all, like, every venue does all the genres.
they do everything.
But the problem at hand here is there's too many of us musicians and artists out here supporting. We need Susie Square and Samuel Square, the fucking people that spend too much time at Monkey Ducks. 350 people sold out on a Friday night, and every other place like that. I keep referencing Monkey Duck. I should
know.
probably stop, because you know
It
they don't.
drives the point.
Is that a
though.
place?
It does.
Well,
Get
it
it.
is the
Get it.
point, because
that-
you
is
could
that
go
a
to
real
any
place?
bar
I don't
that
know it
doesn't
either.
do
No.
live music on a Friday night in a smaller venue, 500 or less, and they're going to be sold out, and they're all standing around drinking Bud Light, shoot and pull, listening to top 10 fucking 93.1 Radio Now music.
Fucking shoot.
And what would
And
you
they
like to do
shouldn't
with
be
those
there.
people?
They should be out at a live show, having a fucking blast, listening to to an awesome country band, or an awesome hip hop group, or an awesome fucking punk band. And that's the fucking problem. Only 5,000 people out of the 40 to 50,000 people that will go out on a Friday night are actually at a venue that does live music. It's a fucking problem. We need to make our local art cool again. And if you don't know, there are
you know.
other entities that support our local music and art scene that are coming back. If you don't know what I'm talking about, pay attention, because it's coming. We just got to make it fucking cool again. Obviously, I'm passionate about it. I want to be
It's always
sitting
been cool,
here
but
spending money doing this podcast every
It's-
fucking Wednesday if I didn't give a fuck about
We might be at a high
my
watermark
family
for
and
cool in
friends
Indianapolis right
that are
now.
out here humping and
I mean,
trying.
I've been in and out of the scene for a long time too, and we might be at a really high watermark right now. Actually, if you ask
it's
me,
it's
there's
disturbing.
a lot of people that are putting their energy into the community.
there's
and the
really
scene
good
right
shit
now.
happening.
And I think it's a wave. So what happens with waves is they keep going at a certain frequency. So if we all keep adding energy to it,
Exactly.
the waves
Yeah.
get bigger.
Exactly. It's disturbing to me that there are just so much fucking talent in this town, and it's been like this for so long. And if you want to talk stats, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody really gives a fuck, man. Sure, we have a great community within ourselves that support each other, and we're here for each other, but everybody else, they don't give a fuck about us. That's why we do what we do, right? We are the unheard. We are the overlooked. We are chopped liver. That's the whole point of all this. It started as a zine, and we continue on, and we try to build and grow attention to the people in this scene, like y'all and Peter and Polypunk, you motherfucker. This is one of my best friends over there. But I'm just saying, man, like we need
cry,
we-
man.
it just
Stop.
it's disgusting. It's disturbing to me that we just don't get the love. And what really pushed me prior to Chop Liver, I did Sticks and Stones with Nick Jordan, and eventually I would become a member of PRN, and I would talk to these bands from Texas, New York, LA, Greece, fucking Japan, and they would tell me about how much they love the music that comes out of this town. And it's like, man, if we could just have 1 out of 5 people in this market understand what they're saying to me, then imagine what it would be like. Because we should be Detroit 99. We should be Seattle 89. We should be LA fucking 83, 84.
The
We
Gizmos said it best, man. Real rock and roll don't come from New York.
At the end of the day, though,
Right here.
we have everything that this world deserves, but there is just not enough voice for it.
Indiana and the Midwest does not get enough credit.
Oh yeah, man. And
Well,
I'll
I mean,
tell
like,
you,
Like I said, the Gizmos, real rock and roll don't come from New York. Fucking rock and roll comes from Detroit and the Midwest and fun shit, man. Look, that's a big,
Let's
that's
get
a
me
big
off full
chef right
screen.
there. He's all fucking up there.
yeah, I'm not used to full
Look
screen.
at Jericho Ramahammer.
What's up, Jerry?
She
Jericho
said damn
Ramahammer.
straight.
Damn straight.
Ramathorn. That's a good fucking band.
Oh fuck yeah, man.
Mike agrees that my
They're
Waves
playing
theory
at
is
State Street on
physics.
Friday, by the way.
Physics.
Mike, what?
I'm still
Mike
a believer
agrees
that
that my
Scotty
wave
broke
theory
Jacob's wrist
is
for messing up a
physics.
bass
Oh
riff.
yeah.
Yeah,
I know, man. That's Scotty Berg.
mathematical
He's,
proof
wow.
that I'm not full of shit.
It's like you messed up the bass riff, I'm breaking your wrist.
He also said that he loves all of us, so he might be drunk too.
Oh, hey,
Who's-
congratulations,
who's
Mike.
drunk?
We are joining you.
Mike Menke. Hey, Travis
correctly.
Harmon.
By the way,
Travis Harmon's watching
Travis
tonight.
Trash. What's up,
Fucking
Travis?
Travis. Hey, remember when fucking what was that band that licked the window at us? It was
What?
on my memories today when Greg talked about us. I don't know. There was fucking not choking Susan. What's another band like choking Susan?
Victim.
No, fuck that band.
Are you saying like sounds
Slapping
like
Molly?
name
No,
or
it was
sounds
a
like
name.
band?
It's like a woman's like name in the band, something like that. It was a female fronted band. I don't fucking remember, but we were under 21.
Too many bands, man.
We were
Shit.
under 21 and we were standing outside the mill and she fucking just like licked that window out there and it was very strange.
Cheers, me brother.
Cheers. I can't reach that far, but
Not the window
Clink.
lickers.
Clink.
You know, I broke the
that'd
no-
be too easy.
I broke
Right.
the no male nudity rule at the mill once.
Did
when I-
you?
yeah.
Oh no.
The last time I played on that stage was May of 2007.
It's also the Wi-Fi password, by the way.
Male nudity.
No, Mel.
No male nudity.
Yep. Yeah, and it was fun. Chicken hearted the whole audience. It was great.
Chicken hearted.
Yeah, you want to see a chicken heart?
No.
Nope, I'm good. Thanks.
Is that
Not
a
on this
cock and ball
podcast.
maneuver?
We already flirt with so much disaster on this show, man.
Already on the edge.
Yeah. Yeah. Whenever I talk about this show or any of the shows that we do with Chopped Liver, I always reference that we play with fire. This is the fire. Because doing a live podcast, drinking, some of us doing drugs, yeah, it can be a little dangerous. So it is a little dangerous what we're doing. So, but hey, here we are.
I'm only here to get canceled.
Give me danger, baby. Give me danger.
It's just a matter of time.
Hashtag you're canceled.
It's just a matter of time until somebody gets fucking canceled from the show. We definitely had enough people come on here and express and tell stories of things that
You would never think you would hear on a
no.
podcast.
I don't know. I've heard
Ever.
some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
Speaking of which one's your favorite psychedelic drug?
Uh-oh.
Nice
we have
digress,
entered-
Dr. Peters. Dr. Peters.
Well,
Sounds like that guy would make soap.
well, didn't really want to get into this.
Yeah.
I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, we're
It's been a long time. College was an interesting experience.
You know why
for me.
you know why we do 3 hours shows? That way, if you do say anything that somebody
it's late, so nobody fucking.
well,
is
no,
there.
it's like I'm not watching 3
right.
hours.
I'm gonna go through
We
that.
wait to do the
No.
drug conversation until 2 to 3
All of our
hours. in.
CIA agents log off at like 25 minutes.
I'm gonna
They're just
say
like, it's the same.
I didn't even know the
fucking
CIA
assholes,
existed
right?
anymore.
Uh,
I thought after Kennedy that they were pretty much done. Now it's all NSA, right?
No
Oh,
such.
I
just
no
said-
such.
I just said
agency.
NSA.
dude.
No such.
Oh,
agency.
no.
You said it twice now.
It's
no.
the end of Chopped Liver.
They
Oh
can
my
hear the
God.
transcript.
You know what? Fuck them alphabet.
Every
NSA.
phone in this
Oh, we've
bitch
done it
just
3
picked that
times.
up.
Fuck the feds. Fuck the alphabet soup boys.
No, they don't care.
Alphabet Soup boys.
They're
Fuck 'em.
lazy. They just
Fuck 'em.
aggregate it all into one giant database.
They just shoot cult leaders and like kill kids. It's all and dogs. That's all the feds do.
So all we got to do is not start a cult.
We need to not have kids.
You know what's
and
funny?
Not have dogs.
You know what I just thought about, because we're talking NSA and all that. God damn it! I said it again.
Coming for you.
The shortest,
Fucked.
the
We
shortest midweek crisis we've done.
Change my name.
Our guest.
Yep.
Anybody want to take a wild guess? The shortest midweek crisis we've ever done.
No, who is it?
Peter Graves.
Oh man.
Oh,
But it is
Okay.
by far the most interesting fucking one we've ever done.
That wasn't the shortest. There's no
Oh,
way. Dude, that was a
absolutely.
3-hour
It was only
Oh
like-
no,
podcast.
it was
no,
only
it
like
was
2
it
hours.
was 2 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
But it was-
Whoa.
So go to our YouTube. We'll just add We Are Chop Liver. What the fuck ever. By the way, you need to
It was a
subscribe to our
great
YouTube,
podcast.
bruh.
That was
Yeah.
a great night.
Yeah, like
What?
subscribe to our YouTube. But
Yeah. Subscribe,
watch
like.
that episode or whatever. And I'm telling you, it's like one of the most interesting ones we've ever had. It was the
Well-
shortest, but it was the
I was
very
okay.
intriguing
the
episode.
Menke episode. I watched a little bit of that. That was some interesting, and you guys got on the same topic and DMT.
Yes.
Oh man,
Love it.
I
Great
haven't-
bucket-
I haven't
bucket
tried
list
that.
over
Say that
here.
in college-
Bucket list
in
for
college,
sure.
I had the
Same.
Before I
opportunity.
die.
And,
May or may not have
and-
got my hands on some.
and also the beautiful Lucy is a good favorite. I hate mushrooms.
Dude,
took shrooms
prefer
once.
Lucy over Shroom.
Took shrooms
sure.
once, and I had an absolutely terrible experience. I thought everyone hated me,
Oh.
and me
Aw.
and my best friend Sierra,
That
we sat in
sucks.
my kitchen for like 4 hours, just like everybody was
Hey,
against us. It was
If
terrible.
you're ever comfortable with it
It's
again,
terrible.
give it a shot, because it's not that bad. I honestly feel like Shrooms is more of like a periscope, where
I
LS.
think I don't know.
Ooh,
I
I
don't.
almost said it.
My days of that might be over. I got too much shit.
Oh yeah, well, it's not for everybody.
Sometimes it's good
If-
for a reset. But
if
you know,
there's
I mean,
doubt,
like
do not.
no, yeah,
never
it's-
do it.
it's-
Man, if you're looking for a
Never.
reset, just hit that DMT. That'll reset.
Oh,
you real
dude,
quick.
that
Yeah.
was a whole experience. I used to work for WTTS. Got off work at 5 o'clock in the morning and went home and just I had a little pipe that I used it with, and it
So you were a regular user of DMT
once,
Oh, you used it once.
once,
Ah,
and it was.
man,
What
I'm
was it like for
jealous.
you? Tell us what happened.
I want to try at least once. God damn it.
I felt like I was dying in a good way.
Felt like you were dying. Did
So,
you
like-
feel like you were still in your body?
So I fought it.
Okay.
I fought it. So,
So
I
you didn't
don't.
just
I,
let
I
go.
didn't get.
Number
I
one
didn't-
rule of
yeah, let go.
psychedelics is
Yeah.
you gotta
I-
dance with it. You
I-
can't
I
fight
had
it.
Yell
to
at it
Take the
anyway.
ride.
I had to keep checking to make sure I was alive. Because
Whoa, that's
What's
spooky.
what's that old saying that
Because it
Hunter
felt-
S.
it
Thompson
felt
used to
so-
say?
Buy the ticket, take
by
the
the
ride.
ticket,
Buy the
right,
ticket,
because
take the
it
ride.
felt so
Hey.
crazy. Like
Go with
I,
the
like,
flow.
I was transported to a whole nother fucking world. I had like a nice little playlist going with music, and like
Nice.
Jimi Hendrix was on at that time, and I was just like, I saw him and a guitar, him playing guitar, and some other
Wow.
crazy worldly shit. I don't know. It was, but
You
I
went
had to
to
keep,
a
I had-
psychedelic dimension of
I had to
Jimi
keep like
Hendrix.
grabbing
That's fucking
myself,
dope.
right? I had to keep like touching myself, like, am I good? Because like I hit it and I had a light on, and all of a sudden I saw all these shadows just like
Oh yeah.
come, and I was like, oh fuck, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? And I was like, oh god, am I alive? Am I good? And then I was just like, I'm gonna let it go a little bit, and it ended up being interesting.
It
But
sounds to me like you got right up to the gate,
probably,
and then you
I
got to
probably
look
would've-
through. But
the-
you were kind of aggregating, like fighting it a little bit.
Yeah, 100%. Because I had to
And,
make
like,
sure I was still
The
like
first
a
time is
human.
the first time for people can be very much in that because they're not. They don't know their dosage yet either.
Yep.
So
It
like
was-
they might not get enough to go push all the way through right away. So they get that like what you're talking about, that fade in, which is like very spooky for some people because it is sort of the like my world is disappearing, sort of situation. If
Mhm.
you're not used to that,
Yeah.
that'll definitely fuck you.
Man,
But the first time I took LSD though, like I was on antidepressants, anti-anxiety medication. I threw them
shit.
away. I threw them away the next day. I was on Ativan. I threw them away
that's
the next day.
awesome, man.
Did
See,
not need
that's
'em.
a
Like, it was
that's a
complete reset. Like I'm a firm believer that like certain
Timothy Leary had a lot of
yeah.
success with treating
psychedelics
people
should be like they
Mhm.
should
I-
be medicinal.
I
and
I honestly believe
we'll
he-
get there. The DEA just released.
Yes.
They just
we've,
released like
we've got 15 to
several-
25 years, and
just
we're
fucking
gonna be
several
there.
permits
Yeah.
for
Yes.
investigation.
I'll be
and
too
like
old
that.
to take
It's
anything at that point.
irresponsible.
I just
It's irresponsible for
Sorry, Matt.
adults not to have at least one LSD or DMT
It would change so
experience,
much.
even if it's a microdose, at least
Yeah.
once a year,
I mean,
because it really brings you back to earth.
it does wonderful things. For
It
the
does.
minds,
It does for
and
me.
I recently just invested in a couple companies that are starting out in the psychedelic medicine, ketamine, LSD, MDMA.
By the
stuff
way,
like
if you're an
Like,
investor,
if you're
look
an
into
investor,
it.
dude, like
It's
not
It's
just
the
a-
next big thing.
It's
Some
not just a
stocks are-
recreational thing anymore, though,
No.
too, because the University of Nebraska just got greenlit on doing some
Yeah.
research with
Yeah.
psychedelics.
the
again.
DEA just released a shit ton of like permits to do research on it and all that. So there's one
Yeah, they're
company right
starting
now
to
that's like,
loosen up the reins.
yeah,
a
it's
little
like
bit.
35 cents a share. And like, I was like, fuck, I'm gonna buy a shit ton of this because 5-10 years from now, like it's gonna be, I mean, look at marijuana in the past 10 years, what
Mhm.
it's done. California was the first state to
I
be
mean,
legalized, and now like
I
everywhere. Indiana's gonna be the 52nd state to
for
legalize
sure,
marijuana.
57.
But, like, you know, and everybody wants to blame Eli Lilly, but like fucking
Yeah.
Eli Lilly, they had wheat farms in Greenfield
Mhm.
Of course
at
they
the
do.
time. Like
I
they had
mean-
fucking cannabis farms in Greenfield.
I mean,
like
of course they do,
like,
because they have people that they
It's not-
pay to think of these things.
it's not Eli Lilly that's
They got to
stopping
protect
it.
their own ass, because at
It's-
some point they're not going to be able to keep stopping it. They're going to have to fucking jump on board.
You know who the biggest fighter against marijuana legalization is?
Oh, dude, Bill Levin for sure.
Yeah. No. Motherfuckers right here. Motherfuckers right here. The alcohol industry.
Oh, amen.
The alcohol, and everybody wants
If there
you
is a
know,
drug on this planet that should be illegal, it should be alcohol, or at least it should be governed way more.
Yeah, the
I mean,
alcohol
it wasn't
industry-
until the 20th century that we even, as humans, okay, had the ability to. I mean, the strongest alcohol you could find until the beginning of the 20th century was wine at 5 to 7%. It wasn't
Whiskey's
until
been around for a long time.
Amen, brother. But I don't think you're
I'd
listening.
just like to point out that Mike said that weed is the absolute best antidepressant, and he worked for Eli Lilly. So
Yeah, and
Amen.
the liquor lobby is what's keeping it illegal. That's why
Well,
they fought for fucking Sunday
the
sales.
big
for so
thing
long.
the big thing that we're looking at with hallucinogenics, whether it's MDMA or it's LSD, is it's for PTSD.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why in 15 to 25 years you can go see a therapist, and they can give you a prescription
You can
to
go-
it and have a session at a facility where you stay the night, and
You
let's be real honest, though.
Sign me the fuck up. I'm
99.9%
ready to go.
of the people that they're testing now, because it's $1 billion industry that we're talking about, guys.
Yeah.
It's a big
Mhm.
fucking
let's
industry.
not talk about money. Let's not talk
But
about money. Let's roll it
I
back.
understand that.
Let's talk
I
about all
understand
the
that. But money
soldiers
is the driving
who it can
force
help.
of our
Exactly.
fucking
Yeah.
cultures.
We have so many soldiers coming back from the sandbox,
Right.
that are fucked up,
Right.
and
And
a lot of
the-
them have already chosen suicide.
Right.
We've lost a lot
And
of good people this
What's
way.
happening right now, with at least within this country and a few
And
others,
to ignore the
is they're-
positive effects
they're
of
using
psychedelics.
they're testing it now, and they're finding that more than 99% of the people that have gone through this experience are cured
Yep.
of those, and they're not committing suicide. They've had
Even if it
it's-
just helps with depression,
absolutely
You
it's
can go to-
helping
you-
with depression.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's doctors in Carmel right now that you can go to and get fucking ketamine
Ketamine.
nasal spray.
Yeah.
right.
Like
I can't wait for the day that we
But you
don't
know what?
view
We
these
forgot to ask.
things as a
What about
party
Jackie?
substance, but as
Jackie,
a
what was
health
your
substance.
what was your
Exactly.
best?
It's not cool,
psychedelic?
kids, to do drugs. It's healthy
Yeah.
be healthy.
to fucking do drugs.
Yeah,
It
Jackie,
is.
back to
That's
you.
that.
Good
that's
job,
good.
Peter.
What was your
Right.
best psychedelic experience?
Well, I haven't.
The commenters want to know. Trust me, they're like voting you best character of the podcast
Well, excellent.
tonight.
I'm
So,
glad.
Yeah, they want to know what was your best psychedelic experience.
I haven't had enough psychedelic
You haven't had an,
experiences.
oh, so you're eager for
So,
more.
Yeah, I haven't hung out with Lucy.
No,
I-
it's harder nowadays to get into that because there's so many fakes on the market.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
And a lot of people need to be very safe because fentanyl is getting into everything that will
Mhm.
murder you
Yeah.
immediately.
And like on top of that, I have PTSD. I'm neurodivergent. Like I have to be in the right mindset for
Set
it.
and setting will be very important. for
Yes,
when you
setting
take-
is very important.
Mhm.
I've done like I've had experiences with shrooms. The
What did you like it?
I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. I've done it 3 different times. The second time, I just got a little bit of a body high, but then the
Where you
third,
feel all tingly, like
Yeah,
all over. Yeah.
but I had done Molly and a few other things previously that gave me the visuals,
Okay.
and so I knew that I really liked that
Did you
part.
get the like walls breathing?
The walls
sort of,
breathing at
everything
one
gets
point.
fuzzy and bright.
Yeah, my friend and I, we had a whole conversation with our minds. It was a
Oh
whole...
shit! You got some telepathy.
Yes.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
actually like recalled the conversation after, and
That's pretty.
it's
That's some
somehow accurate.
superpower shit.
It was
Psychedelics
impressive.
will give you superpowers while you're on it, as long as there's a big group of people.
Yeah.
Like you got more people tripping at the exact same time will add to a new dimension where it like magnifies it like an amplifier. So if you get like 10 people together, or I like the number 13. If you get 13
Always
people
a fan of
together,
13.
drop acid together, and then just watch the adventure unfold.
Right.
Hey, man.
See, I did in high school. I did salvia.
Oh,
and-
fuck.
God.
Everybody. Oh, that's
Jesus Christ.
I've got
But
stories about that.
I didn't experience anything. I was so upset. But everyone else, my ex-husband, when he took it, he started like the whole world slowed down, and every single step he took was exaggerated. Where
How
he's
the
like
fuck could you walk?
bringing his legs. He managed. It was like he was walking on the moon. But
When I smoked salvia, I was catatonic. I was like fucking Sierra like drew a picture of me on what she saw, and then it was just a cartoon version of me, and I was just
I've
like
heard of
fucking,
that.
I was seriously like I didn't know what I could not move. I could not.
Oh,
I couldn't. I
dude.
was stuck.
Fuck.
It was like 30 seconds, but it was.
Hey,
fucked up.
I do want to make a note because I said something earlier, like, and I just need to make sure people understand where I'm coming from. I said, kids, don't do drugs because they're cool. Do drugs because they're healthy. And that mindset,
Certain drugs.
comes with the knowledge and knowing that
Yeah.
in the future we're going to be able to have these things available to people that need them.
Right.
And
If you were going
I'm
to,
telling
even
you,
if
like
you-
I'll tell my nieces and nephews, and I'll tell my kids one day, there's a time and a place for everything,
exactly.
and that time and place is college. Okay,
And if you
let
were
your
gonna-
brain develop. Let your brain develop. That shit will warp your fucking mind. Wait until you're 25, whatever. But I definitely don't condone the use of drugs, nor does chopped liver to anybody under the age whatsoever.
Don't
I
do the
just
shit that
want to
we
make
did.
that very fucking clear.
And if you do,
If you're in a mental state that you're depressed or you suffer from PTSD, don't fucking touch it. Like, don't mess with it, because
least
it
without a
goes both
professional.
ways. It could be great. It could be bad.
You gotta do your
And,
research.
but bad,
uh,
hey, but
test
bad's
kits.
but
Yeah.
bad's not bad. Bad's not bad all
When
the
I
time.
when I say that, I think it's healthy for
Bad's
people
not bad all the
to
time.
use like LSD or DMT once a year at whatever amount, whether it's a microdose or a higher dose. It's because our brains sometimes need to have that adventure. We need to have that experience. I mean, what's fucked up is like, I've never done heroin. I've never done meth. Okay, I don't fuck with needles or anything like that. But I've done my what's the Jackie you were just talking about?
Salvia.
I've done my salvia. I've done my LSD. I've done my shrooms. I've done MDMA, and ultimately the most fucked up, most like, not trying to get religious as a motherfucker here, but the most surreal like trip I've ever had was when I ate a fucking edible brownie with THC in it.
Oh.
And I just traveled across the fucking universe and figured out the meaning of life and what everything is. It was
Did
that
anybody else see
depth. And I've done
Shep like Naya Cat like flying across the
Yeah.
universe? with
Well,
a
there's-
rainbow
I mean,
coming out
there's-
of his. When you said that, I was just like,
the whole psychedelic thing. There's ibogaine. I've never taken ibogaine. It's a root that they find in Africa, but it has scientific proof that it cures opioid and cocaine addiction. Like,
oh yeah. I read about that. Yeah.
It
I
makes
need
you
a cure for fucking nicotine.
It makes you
man.
sick
Jesus.
as fuck, but I've seen multiple people that could benefit from that. Cheers.
I might move my chair over here after this show.
It's just
He's leaving you hanging there.
Oh, I said clink.
Maybe I should
I
be
said-
in the co-pilot seat. I don't know.
Yeah. Here, I'm reaching. Oh, there it goes. You heard the clink.
The clank clank.
But yeah, there's things that could really help addicts, and unfortunately, we're backwards. And
So
we
wait,
know.
Shep, what happened to you when you did salvia?
Mm.
That's the
So
one
I
thing
went
I'll
to
never do
a
again.
I went to a head shop.
I need a button over here that says message. So when you guys get all messagey, I can just hit the message.
Mm.
Message.
special after school special.
The more you know.
I'll tell you, I'm chasing tonight with
Summit.
cola.
Lindsay.
Does anybody know where you can get this cola from?
Yes.
Where?
Walmart.
Your mom's house.
No, not Walmart. This is Aldi Cola.
Aldi. That's what it
Oh.
is.
And I'll
yeah.
tell you right now, I won't say the big names, but
Aldi's
this is
nuts.
legitimately the best fucking cola out there.
All these
And now,
shit.
I don't
Aldi's, if you
know-
wanted
I
to
don't know for
sponsor us,
sure.
you could send us.
I wish
crates of
I wish
cola.
we could because I'm pretty sure they're like non-GMO or what the fuck ever. But
GMO?
I don't know this for sure, but I feel like
What,
they
it's
use
fucking seltzer
real
water,
fucking sugar
corn
in
syrup,
this shit.
color.
I
Read the
don't- hold-
fucking ingredients.
Let's
How do
find
you
out.
fuck that shit up?
It can tell you if they got sugar or corn syrup in that bitch.
Oh no, this is not a significant source of saturated fat, trans fat, cholesterol.
Damn, you're not
dietary
getting your
fiber, vitamin
saturated
D,
fats out of that.
calcium, iron, and potassium. Number one,
Oh.
carbonated water. Number two,
Polly, I'm coming for you.
Corn
next.
syrup.
high
Oh,
fructose
You
corn
guys-
syrup,
you got a
caramel
salvia
color,
story for
natural
us?
flavor.
You know what the best
Never done
sodas?
Never done
Caffeine.
salvia.
No.
You didn't
Never
never
did.
like.
Salvia. So
You
yeah,
didn't never go like, hey,
I
this
went
shit's
to a-
legal in the tobacconist,
Oh,
and I
man,
can
this
just go
is-
buy a packet and try it. Nope. Okay.
Ooh,
Smart
this-
man.
Hi, Lindsay.
You'll live
Uh,
longer than us.
There we go.
Fucking yeah.
Oldies is the shit, y'all.
Tell
love
our
Aldi.
story.
Amen, Mike Mankey.
All
So
these
okay,
good.
God, what year? So I was on Tesh in Beach Grove.
1976.
This would have been 2005. Excuse me. Yeah,
Before the housing crisis.
2005. My buddy, some of y'all might remember him from the mail. Lil Derek or Derek and the Dominoes. One of my best friends since high school, basically. But him and I, we went to a head shop on not a head shop. What is it? Hookah, a hookah bar. Went to a hookah bar and they sold salvia there.
Dude, that's
And
fucking
naturally, we're like,
dangerous.
"What's
They just
what's
wanted to
the
watch people
what's
get
the
fucked
strongest
up.
salvia you have?" And they're
Give me
like,
that 90X.
"Oh, it's the black. It's the black,
Yeah.
which is or purple or
The
whatever."
black tar salvia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like the black tar. Oh man, let's not talk about opium. Oh, that's some good shit. I've literally seen opium once in my life, and it was fantastic. But anyways, oh, it was great.
I haven't experienced that
Oh
one.
my god.
Mm.
Don't do opium if you love being happy. That
noted.
shit was awesome, but I know it's a form of heroin, but either fucking way, you just break up that little rock and put it in the bowl. Anyways, so we go to this.
Instructions.
Yeah.
Thanks.
We go to this.
Did
Yeah.
I write that down?
Red rock if you're light, black tar if you're able. But
Crunch
anyways,
it up and throw it in the bowl.
grunge it up. Yeah, dude. Oh man. Wow. Yeah, I haven't seen any of that shit in a long time. Anyways,
So you bought the stuff,
go to the hookah shop. They sell us the strongest shit that they have on the market.
and they
and-
let you do it right
no,
there.
no. That's the best part. That's the best part. We give them the money for it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, by the way, you can't smoke that here." What?
You're a hookah
So
shop.
everybody around us is smoking this shit, and we just spent all of our money on the shit that we can't smoke there. So not all of our money, but basically.
That sucks.
So and so we're like, okay, well, what the fuck? And they give us pointers like, well, you need a torch, okay? And they even tell us like, okay, when you smoke it, make sure you know as hard as you can, and then hold that shit in.
More instructions.
So we stop at the gas station, we pick up a fucking torch, we head back to the house. We get like we don't know shit about fuck, right? So we don't know. We
shit
don't
about
know.
fuck.
We
But then here's
don't
some
know.
fuck about some shit.
We
though.
don't know
They're
that
about
you're
to learn
like
it.
literally,
You're
dude.
gonna
When you
learn
do this,
today.
when you do this shit, man, you are incapacitated. I've
Yeah.
seen people
Okay.
literally just they can't move.
That's
They
what I
can't do
said. I
shit
can't believe a motherfucker
because
walks.
it even says in the pamphlet. But who reads the fucking Apple agreement?
There's a pamphlet
Nobody
for that
reads
shit?
the Google
I did
agreement, the
not get a
Apple
I did
agreement.
not get a pamphlet.
So no, we didn't read the fucking agreement. You know, the thing it tells you right there.
Users
Like
in
close your
license.
eyes, lay down
It says
after
that
you take
shit.
the hit. No, we didn't do that. We didn't do that. And not only did we not do that, but I took my hit first. So I do everything I'm supposed to do, and I fucking exhale and hand it to him,
Yes.
and he does his. And bad idea.
So you're both.
We're
gotta have
both
somebody-
fucked.
Yeah.
We're both
You
fucked.
gotta have somebody
As-
watching you,
as-
man.
No, bro,
oh,
can you
dude.
move?
So the first time ever, I'm sitting there just like this, and after I hand him the bowl, I felt it, like kind of like what do you call it? When your hand
Cunnilingus.
falls asleep and it comes all tingly,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
I felt that in my head.
You felt your head fall
Oh,
asleep.
bruh,
Oh.
it, like tingly.
And it never did wake up.
everything. Oh no, yeah. Dude, wouldn't it be wild if I woke up tomorrow when I was 23 years old again?
And you're like,
I'd be like, oh
COVID-
fuck, dude.
COVID wasn't real.
I know exactly what to do.
There you
Go online, fucking
Invest
start a
in Uber.
URL, tiktok.com, fucking boosh. Fuck you, China. Anyways,
All because of
anyways,
that salvia
so
98.
it literally,
Yeah.
I feel it just take over my entire from head down to toe, like this sensation
Nice.
and legitimately everything.
Were you feeling
'Cause
good or
I didn't
bad?
know.
Were you scared? Were you
Oh,
happy?
dude, no, I wasn't scared. That's one of the most famous quotes that anybody's ever told me. Shep, why do you waste money on hallucinogens? It does nothing for you because my brain. Yeah. Anyways, you wouldn't know.
already
I could.
So
I
you
could
were in
be
a good
on.
place.
I could literally be on 10 hits of acid. You wouldn't know the difference. But that's this. That's,
I don't know. I think I might.
I might.
No, you know, no.
could-
That's a lot of
I'll tell you
That's
right
a
now.
lot of hits of acid.
Yeah.
Oh,
bro.
I've done 6 hits of acid at a punk rock night and nobody had any idea.
Are you sure they just didn't say anything?
Yeah, but when we
No,
start
dude, I
talking
know.
without
Because
opening
when I
our
started telling
mouths-
people that I was on acid, they were like, "What?" Anyways, all right.
Okay.
So everything turns into fucking Legos. Everything
That's
is
cool.
like fucking Legos, and I'm like, "Holy fuck, Fonz, dude!" I'm
Was he
seeing
Legos?
Legos, and I look over, and he's standing. He is standing, and he's like trying to walk, and I'm like, "Are you okay, man?" He's like,
No.
Oh wow. This is- yeah.
Ever.
This is also why you do drugs when
While
you're older and
walking.
know what you're doing.
Yeah.
dude. Yeah. Oh my god, salvia is not
Yeah.
a fucking joke.
Fuck that shit.
No,
Dude,
it's
Yeah.
not.
One time, we bought a same shit, and we were helping his mom's like best friend move and shit, and we were like, "Hey, we brought salvia," and her mom's friend was like, "Oh, I haven't tripped in like 20 years. I would love to trip." And explain like, "Hey, it's a 2-minute thing. You need to definitely be sitting down. Tells you to keep your eyes closed, but if you want to see visuals, blah blah blah." She's all about it. I mean, this is like she's born in like 1950 something, so she knows all about fucking hallucinogens and shit. And so she does it right, and like within 20 seconds of it like sitting in, dude. For the next 3 to 5 minutes, she is running around her house
How the
and then
fuck?
eventually outside, running around outside. And all she said for that entire time, like what is that, 300 seconds?
How the
Yeah.
fuck do you move?
I want my mommy. Over and over again. I fucking I literally at the time she was probably in her late 40s, early 50s, just I want my mommy. I want my mommy. It was
It's fucked up, man.
insane.
That's awesome.
We're-
So
yeah, go ahead.
we
I
had
could-
not about salvia,
I
but
just
I had a friend in college, right? Friend in college that
Yes.
somehow came across a full medical grade canister of nitrous.
oh shit.
I'm talking about like this fucking big, like a whole
Hippie
like
crack,
medical,
they call that.
whole medical thing of nitrous. And we were going to IU at the time, and he had it in his dorm room, and we're like, you can't have this here, man. You got to take it to somebody's house. So we called a taxi because I don't know why we didn't take my truck, but we called a taxi and we put this duffel bag with a probably 10-pound nitrous tank in it. Went over to my friend Sierra's house and he ended up doing a lot of that and passing out. That was an interesting experience, especially when somebody's on the phone with their mom and they just hear going on like fucking from the thing filling up a balloon. So IU was a weird experience.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, seeing some fucking small little redhead kid bring a nitrous tank that was almost half his size into a house was a very interesting experience.
Hell yeah. Dude, Paulie, do you want to throw in anything like hallucinogenic?
He said he didn't have a salvia story for us.
What about
Yeah,
you,
it's not
Peter? Like,
particularly
you got
salvia.
any like?
I mean, I've done salvia a bunch. The last time I did it, the very last time was really weird because I smoked a bunch of it in a bowl with like some Kush, and I felt the air around
God,
me.
you don't hear that word, by the way, very much anymore. Kush.
Oh yeah, you do.
Kush.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I never hear
like
it.
I felt the air around me like constricting, and then I would put my hands out, and I could feel big snake scales going across my
Oh,
hand.
weird.
That's creepy.
And that was it. I just kind of pushed it away and was like, "All right, cool."
Oh, it's gone.
You talk about Kush. When I lived in my apartment over on the west side, over in Speedway, I had this lady come over, knocked on my door, and she's like, "Hey," it's like, "You know where I can get any Kush?"
Oh, I forgot.
I was like,
probably?
no.
Clearly
no.
she
I didn't
assumed
know. I didn't
this.
know this person, so I'm just like, no. She's like, I just moved here, and I don't know anybody. Blah blah blah. I was like, if you know anybody, just come tell me. And I was like,
No officer.
I don't trust strangers. It's like I don't know nothing. What's Kush?
I
Talking
I
about
feel you.
couch Kush.
But yeah, she just
cushions on
like,
my couch.
See, I'm paranoid.
Hey,
I'm
I have a
paranoid as
question.
fuck, and I just hear a knock on my door, so I go down the stairs and I answer with my pistol in my hand, like, "Who the fuck are you?" Like, but she just wanted weed. It's like I don't know where to. I can't help you, lady. You have to go somewhere else.
That's the Indianapolis style of answering your door.
Yeah.
Right.
Fuck yeah.
I got a pistol in one hand,
Bruh.
and then
Well,
you
you
yell
know-
at somebody
Hey,
about weed.
hey, you know how I've answered my dude. This is how you know what kind of like household I grew up in. So both of my parents, like bio, they both fucking huge like stand-up fans, huge sketch comedy fans. That's why I'm all about doing sketch, Peter Graves.
Yeah, I act.
Yeah, we're gonna do this shit, by the
Yeah.
way. Looking
Sometimes
at you,
I act
Paulie.
interested.
We're doing the sketch show, but one of my favorite things, and I do it to this day, like if somebody knocks on my door, now if they ring a doorbell, fine, I'll just answer like a normal human. But somebody knocks on my door, I
Do it.
always answer. Who is it? Always,
Dave's not here,
Always.
man.
always. Who is it? Always. But
Right.
God damn, I had a good one. I had a good question. Oh, all right. So look, low key, like we're running out of time, y'all. Shit, man, we're running out of time.
Have
We
they
have-
ever
we
been
have-
touched by a ghost? Have you ever been touched by a ghost inappropriately?
Like,
I've touched a ghost
Yes.
inappropriately.
Oh, shit.
Oh, we got to hear that story.
which
Yeah.
member of
Was
the
it
band was
icy
it?
balls
And was it here in
or-
Indy?
It was actually Craig Chaos.
Oh shit!
Fun to touch.
You know, Craig Chaos
inappropriately.
was the only one that didn't wear makeup in that band.
That's
he-
how
He
when
was
I
the only one that didn't dress up like a ghost.
yeah when I met Brad and Curdy, they were always like every time they'd leave the house, they were like full makeup.
And then Craig was just fucking there with Liberty Spikes.
Like I'm not putting on the makeup.
Hey, real quick though. Okay, so we got
But with-
about 30 minutes.
With Drew, that's not makeup. That's
20
his
minutes.
actual complexion.
Is there anything like I don't know? We should just keep skipping that one. We skipped
What?
it last week.
What do you
Which
want? What?
one?
It's drugs, sex, rock and roll, and paranormal.
I've got
or-
paranormal.
But all right, we'll skip sex. We'll skip sex.
I mean, we could talk. What?
We can
Yeah.
talk
I mean,
about sex too.
Yeah,
fucking-
what do you want to know?
Story of my
What are we
life,
talking
bro.
about?
Story of my life.
Oh my god,
See, for,
Peter.
Skipping
for,
sex.
Yeah.
for paranormal.
Hit the
I
wah
have a
wah
lot of
wah button at
friends.
least. Come on, man.
What is-
Wah, wah.
There we go.
I don't know. Like, do you guys have any like wicked, like wild ass fucking like crazy fucking stories you want to throw out there? If
Ghost,
not, we'll
ghost,
skip
ghost.
on to paranormal.
Ghost.
Let me think for a second.
Yeah.
Wait,
I
so
got
like
Peter's like-
crazy sex stories?
Yeah, like
Oh
wild
God,
ass,
yeah.
like
We can't skip crazy
some
sex
Travis
stories.
Nathaniel shit.
Where's the weirdest place you've ever had sex? Not you two together, but if you want to.
underneath an overpass at Holiday Park, underneath the trail by White River.
Under an
You could have just
overpass.
said in a
That's
van
two
down by
different
the
places.
river.
Punk rock as fuck. Sometimes
Jordan
it's
Moonshine
fuck
is
under
officially a
an overpass.
motivational speaker.
Holiday Park, a couple
Right.
church parking lots.
Mine was in a Jeep with the doors off in a hookah lounge parking lot.
Jeep with the doors off.
I did
Doors
when I was
off.
when I
and
am
roof. The roof was up too.
Hashtag doors off.
when I was in
And the
the,
driver's seat.
I've always driven trucks, and when
Yeah.
I was in high school, like I was in a band
That's
and we
blazing,
played
though,
we,
with
we
the
played
Jeep
the
with it.
we
Just-
played
that's
the
like, I don't
underground all
give
the
a
time,
fuck.
and I had blankets in the back of my truck bed and
Nice.
a cover, and like we would just
Get down
be in the middle of
truck
all
bed.
ages punk rock night and go out to the truck for about fucking 20 minutes and have a good time, come back and be like, yeah, let's be done. It's great,
Mhm.
you know.
Squeaky
there-
suspension noises.
There was
Yeah.
a house party. It was like a birthday party I went to once, and it was me and a bunch of couples. They were all married couples, but I had been single at this point for about 3 years, and I think it had been a minute since I had sex, so my friends felt sympathetic.
You went a whole minute without sex. That is awful. I'm
It was-
so
yeah.
sorry,
yeah,
Jackie.
normally like, it's
I can't believe you
constantly-
two have made it this long
it's
throughout this
constantly,
podcast.
you know, it's-
It's part of the podcast.
I mean, hey, we can turn this into an OnlyFans.
Let's
if you
not. Let's not. We need to keep our platforms available to us.
But they,
you're canceled.
Exactly.
we had all of the husbands went down to the basement and they hung out. They were drinking. I don't know what they were doing.
Circle jerk.
Maybe because all of the women they brought me
Limp
into a
Bizkit.
bedroom and there was four of
$3
us
bill,
with
y'all.
strap-ons. And I had no idea this was coming.
Woohoo!
Strap on.
Wish I was
Yes.
there to watch.
None of the guys watched. I was surprised.
That sounds like a good night.
It was
Yeah.
memorable.
A little
Memorable.
bit.
Yeah.
Make a lot of friends.
Jackie Lawson
Yes.
with the strap on story.
Four.
So if-
Four.
if-
That's
if-
a quad strap
if
on.
Sid Shot was
here,
story.
she'd be so
proud.
It's like Goro from Mortal
Like,
Kombat.
whoa, they're just fucking coming at you. Just
dildos everywhere.
one at a time. Fuck.
And you never seen it coming.
I don't know.
I don't know. Now the visuals
Oh my
of this memory have
God.
changed.
Holy fuck. Oh, shit.
Yeah, there's been...
We've tainted her memory now, guys.
Oh, no. I
That's
clicked the
fun.
wrong button.
Oh fuck!
Will you add Jackie back to the live feed
Oh
now?
no!
Damn it, man. Shit, man. I gotta stop. I need a what?
Jackie,
Jackie's
you are
back.
uncanceled now.
Oh,
back to
thank
the
you.
welcome back.
What's this one do?
Where's the beef? Yeah.
That's a good one.
That fucking.
You know, there's a person
four
in
of 'em.
Indiana with a license plate that's just beef.
Just beef.
I saw it a few years ago.
They
It's
were
great.
so happy when they got that too. They're like, yes.
Did you know I have one of those fucking plates I paid for. I
Yeah.
paid I think $260 for it, but now it's just basic shit. But it says SW Shep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is funny because like everybody's like, what is that? Southwest Shep? I'm like, no, bro, it's Shipwreck
Southwest
Shep.
Shepherdsville.
Dude, dude, if
you gotta
I'd
ask.
known that, it's funny how Bull Shep came about. Like the nickname Bull was given to me by
Origin
Red
story.
Flag. Origin story.
Origin story.
Red Flag himself. He called me a bull in a china shop. So he'd been calling me bull for years. And my ex
Nice catch.
Thank you.
Catch, dude.
yeah, dude. By the way, the reason why
Spider-Man.
I
shit.
have the nickname Shipwreck and Bull is because I am in fact a bull in a china shop. I'm very clumsy. But what's happened now that I'm older is when somebody rolls a bottle and it almost hits the fucking floor, I can
You
catch
grab
it.
Proud of you.
That's
you go.
because I've grown as a human, and now instead of being clumsy, I have Spider-Man type powers. But the reason why I started
anti-party
Bullshep,
foul. You're able
the
to stop it.
profile or whatever Bullshep, is because my ex, she hated my humor because I would always joke about everything, joke about everything. And so basically, I created Bullshit because I got banned. Jonathan Shepler got banned.
Oops.
So I started that, but I kept Bullshit alive. And what I did is I kept it alive because she hated my jokes. She was always worried about what her family would think. So what I did is I went on Facebook and I found every fucking family member of hers and I blocked them all. And
I'd have added them all and then just posted. That's what I'd have done.
Well, obviously I'm not with her anymore, but
I wonder why that didn't work out.
Yeah. Talk about no support, no love.
You got to find a girl that lasts.
We'll see you next
Oh,
Tuesday.
I have that girl. But anyways, Bullshit exists today because of that whole scenario. But the name Bull actually comes from Nick Jordan. He gave me that name.
Good old Nick Jordan.
Yeah. So instead of Shipwreck Shep, I'm Bullshit. But whatever. I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would you say I am? Oh, it's on me, isn't it? God damn it. Oh. Peter Graves. Either way, though, yeah, that's the bull and the shipwreck are because I'm been quite clumsy over the years. But now I have Spider-Man type powers. I've actually number one compliment that I get at PRN from people. I mean, at PRN, not post like people saying things about my photos or using my photos or stuff like that. But people are always like, man, it is insane how you move through the crowd. And it's like, yeah, dude,
it's like a snake.
Yeah, like I could just fucking like flow through. And it's because I've learned the agility of, I don't know.
Remember the first one of the first conversations you and I had?
I like it. Schnick.
I remember one of the first conversations you and I had, Shep, was I was talking to somebody about how buttholes are about the same as vaginas. A hole is a hole. And you're like, no, it's not. But I kept going on that a hole is a hole. It just doesn't matter.
Do you still stand by that?
For some reason,
a hole's a hole.
I don't remember this conversation. Could you imagine fucking somebody in the ear, though, man? That'd be pretty. It's a hole's a hole.
I mean, that's just a pretty shallow hole.
What if somebody got shot with a BB gun?
Cannot.
Hole's a hole.
Yeah, I mean, you want to fuck a bullet wound? Let's fuck a bullet wound. That sounds fun.
Oh my god, let's try it out.
We're in America. I'm sure it's done. I'm sure it's happened at least once.
Without a doubt.
There's a fetish for that.
Oh, I'm sure there's a fetish for everything.
Yeah, if you can think it,
50 caliber bullet hole fucking.
357.
I mean, with the right candlelight and a gelatin block, you know.
Hey, code blue, man.
Whatever.
Dead girls don't say no.
It's self-love is okay, right?
Necrophilia is only kind of a crime.
Oh my god.
No, I think that's all the way.
It's pretty much a crime, bro. It's not just like law. It's like just a crime.
There's a little bit of a crime.
There used to be a horror punk.
You don't fuck dead people. It's fucked up.
It's a horror punk, street punk kind of hybrid thing called the Ghouls back in the day. I remember seeing them at a venue in Brownsburg. I think it was a Lions Club. And I remember talking to their lead singer, and he was talking about necrophilia. And he was talking about hooking jumper cables up to the nipples. So they jerked around a little bit. And I was like, that's fucked up, bro. But
sounds dangerous.
I was like fucking 16 when I heard that story. And it was like, I remembered it to this day. So that was a fun band, the Ghouls. I saw them at the Mansfields. Anybody seen the Mansfields back in the day?
No, but I grew up outside of Mansfield, Ohio.
They were named after Jane Mansfield.
No shit.
Yeah, she lost her head.
Like
head cut fucking clean off.
You ever seen a decapitated head?
Yeah, dude. Like, I'm 33.
It's weird.
I'm 33 fucking years old. I grew up during the whole Rotten.com era. Of course, I've seen decapitated.
No, I mean with your own eyes, man. Not like on a video.
No,
I unfortunately have.
Maybe.
We'll talk about that later. What we need to talk about because we're running out of time. Jackie, paranormal. What's your best story? Like what?
All right. So when I lived in Arkansas, we lived about 3 hours away from the interstate. So we're in the middle of the Ozarks. And the house that we moved into, We got 2.5 acres, and it used to be a part of a plantation. But we didn't find
Canceled.
out about that until probably like a year in. But when we moved into the house, we learned that there was a little girl that was murdered on the property and buried underneath where the barn was built over. And there was stories of a few other deaths that happened on the property. And the reason why we started finding out about these things is because we had so much activity in the house that our doors would open and close to let the animals in and out. You could tap on the exterior, well, obviously exterior windows. You could tap on the windows, and whatever pattern you tapped, it would tap back.
Mm.
And
From
we
the
had-
outside?
Agreed.
Yes.
Do.
And we had 3 different paranormal investigation teams asked to come to our property. We had a couple mediums who never even came to the property and told us that there is this little girl that was poisoning the plants and trying to get the youngest girl in our house, she was 6, trying to get her to either fall into the diseased bushes or fall into the lake. And so we had pictures of like dogs floating against the lake. We had pictures of men like just torsos up, no legs, running through the yard. But then the point where my ex-husband and we decided it was time to leave was there was one night we were sleeping in a room and the closet door was open. We saw this figure of a man. And we both stared at the closet like, what the fuck is happening? And at some point, it switched from us seeing this man in the closet to us both being held down. And it was about for 3 days. We had hand marks on like our arms and our bodies. We actually that night, it was intense. And that night we went downstairs and our kitchen was getting renovated. And so there was shapes of like wolves walking by. You could see their shadows through the plastic. And I think the scariest picture we ever got at that house was Sarah. She was 11 at the time. She
Sarah, I'm seeing YouTube comments about porn sites.
By the way, everybody,
Oh,
Jackie,
yeah.
I don't want to interrupt your story, but he already did. So I get.
Sorry.
No,
Let
you're
me.
fine.
Hey, everybody right now is talking about how you are the coolest person on the podcast tonight, and
Aw,
that you
you're so
are the
sweet.
star of this episode.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are so
So-
sweet. Thank you.
It's true.
Thanks for
It is.
outshining
Um,
us,
yeah.
Jackie.
She's the
No
guest.
problem.
I'm just the douchebag that hangs out.
You are a douchebag. though.
Is it pronounced Monschein?
Moonshine.
It is pronounced Moonshine.
No, it's not. But
Munch-
it is.
Munchein.
Moonshine is what it's preferred.
Munchausen.
Munchausen's my proxy. It's my new band name.
Damn. Bam.
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 Wham.
Bam.
Bam. All right.
I
All
like
right.
green eggs and ham.
Were you done, Jackie?
Green eggs
Oh
and
no,
bam.
no.
Okay,
So,
good. Okay.
The picture.
mustard tiger?
She was 11 years old.
Rest in peace, Phil
And she's
Collins.
like, I forgot, she was like cutting fabric or something. But in the picture, the same figure of like the large man that we saw is completely wrapped around her with his arms over her
Ooh.
shoulders.
Ugh.
It was the most terrifying thing ever. It was.
That's fucking dope.
It
Oh
was
my
just-
god.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's some great evidence right there. That's some like how you can argue with that shit,
Right?
I ain't
Like-
seen that. I don't have. I don't
Especially-
have that cool of a story.
And your ex-husband, he's like, that's the same guy that I saw.
Yeah.
And you're all just like, that's the dude. That's the dude. That's his
the
shit.
dude.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
No.
Especially with a plantation. You know how much like evil vibes are like hanging around that shit?
Mhm.
That's hard for them to break free of sometimes. So
Mm.
Yeah, definitely. I think there were a total
episode.
of 3
you.
spirits identified.
oh yeah.
there.
So 3
You're
different
the
types that you-
second person
wow.
I've ever heard tell me that they've had a ghost or being or anything tap back on the window at them or
Mm.
knock on the window
So
Like that's
creepy.
the second time.
Oh, that's
over the
happened to me.
courses.
That's happened to me for sure. Once I was in my garage and I heard a tapping on the outside of the garage, and I was like, "Is that you, Grandpa?" And then it was the same 3 taps
Oh
again.
no! It
And I
always
was like,
comes in
"There's
sets
no
of
way
3.
that's fucking." I was like, "There's no way that's fucking you." And I like actually went and started looking around, and then I heard the taps, but they were coming from the roof, and I was like, "Fuck that." Okay, that's definitely can't be someone on the outside of the wall.
Crazy.
I was 12, and I had I started talking to this thing named Captain Howdy.
Captain Howdy.
And then
Just,
fucking,
that's so much more creepy than tapping noises.
and then for some reason, like
Can we just call him Mr.
Pazuzu.
Hanky?
Captain
Pazuzu,
Howdy.
fucking
Yes.
Pazuzu, the demon possessed me, and like I like walked down the stairs
Did you
backwards
fuck
with
yourself with a
stars.
cross?
Oh,
Fucked myself with a
no.
crucifix and said, "Hey Jesus, fuck me." Yeah,
That's a good movie.
Your mother sucks dicks in hell.
I almost
Yeah.
wore that shirt today.
No shit. That wouldn't.
one of the best movies ever.
Oh my god, Exorcist.
Yeah, my top.
Did you know that's literally
top
ranked
3.
the #1 horror film of all time?
Yep, I don't. No shit.
I mean,
It's
you
like
kind
one
of
of the top
can't. You
3.
can't. You kind of
Top
can't
3.
argue with that
No,
because
no.
of just the experiences they had on
It's
set.
fucking crazy.
Oh yeah.
Fucking crazy. That's one of my favorite movies.
Hell yeah.
I like
Same.
Poltergeist.
It's great.
Poltergeist.
Oh,
was
Poltergeist
good.
is great too.
Yeah.
I always
Yes.
said if I ever have a daughter, I want to name her Reagan, and then
No
I want to
shit.
have a German Shepherd named Captain Howdy,
Captain Howdy and Reagan.
and then make her watch
Do you
it.
actually have a supernatural UFO, Bigfoot?
Nothing like that. I mean,
No cryptid.
there's been
no
some.
skinwalkers.
We used to in high school,
Lizard
and, like, early
people.
college. We used to
From
go
the
out and
Hollow
just like go
Earth.
to cemeteries, and we saw some weird shit.
Like Chris Cemetery?
No, not Chris.
You went to Chris Cemetery?
You didn't see him there?
He's
Saw
like,
some
"Yeah."
shit.
That's
Me,
some weird shit. If
was
you
he-
saw Chris
Was he
Cemetery, in a
was he
cemetery-
passed out drunk?
There was some weird shit at Central State. Like we would sneak into Central State every once in a while. There's some weird shit there. My friend Kristen and like we took some video cameras in there, and like video just shut off. Like the video cameras worked at certain points, and we walk into certain rooms, and they just
Oh yeah, that's the thing for
Fucking
sure.
fucking shut
Draining,
off.
draining,
And there was
draining
some
of
just
energy.
Really weird shit at Central State.
Yep.
I've never had anything like that. I've just had real weird feelings and vibes at
Mm.
certain cemeteries and fucking just certain
Have you ever been to
places.
Step Cemetery?
I have
I have
all
a couple
3 of them.
times, and I've had DNR fucking chase me off at least twice. Because if you pull up in there after dark now, like DNR is gonna get your ass. 100 Step Cemetery out west, out near in Putnam counties.
Oh
pretty cool.
shit.
It's a pretty cool spot. It's creepy as fuck.
Jordan, look at this comment.
I can't.
Mike Mankey just commented, Jay Clyde tonight. Watch Peter Graves sing Motorhead.
The Ace of Spades.
I'll do tequila. That's about it.
Dude,
RMONES.
dude.
Tequila. What's your go-to karaoke song?
Are you talking to me? You're
Yeah.
looking at me. Shit, man. God, there's so many that.
Time's up. Polly, what's your favorite
Even
karaoke
flow.
song?
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I don't really do karaoke.
You are tonight.
No peer pressure.
What's your
Peer
go-to?
pressure's the best.
What's your
I
go-to?
usually do Kick Out the Jams by the Motor City 5.
Kick out the jams. I
MC5.
thought that was the Deep Purple song.
Fuck you.
You sure it's not?
Wah, wah,
It's the
wah,
Motor City 5. Brother
wah.
Wayne Kramer, man.
They're like some of the roots of punk rock.
What am I thinking of then? What song am I thinking
Smoke
of
on
by
the
Deep
Water.
Purple? No, fuck that.
Magic Carpet
Some lame
Ride.
ass
God,
boomer
that's
shit.
not even fucking Deep Purple.
Smoke on
Oh,
the water.
water.
That song's about a bong.
Is it really?
It's the
Are you
first song
sure?
that everybody learns to
Assuming
play
he's
on
Certain?
guitar.
I think I'm thinking of space trucking is what I think that's what I was maybe that's what I was thinking of. I don't know.
All right.
Deep Purple though. OG metal. For sure.
Like Black Sabbath.
Yeah, Black Sabbath. Yeah. Some little bit of Led Zeppelin.
Dio.
Yeah.
Fuck Dio. Rainbow Water
Yeah.
Dark sucks.
So does anybody else want to throw out some paranormal or supernatural shit? Because it's funny that we're at 3 hours and that's what we're talking about. That's the way this podcast has gone. So are we good on that? We good?
Been a lot of rock and roll.
Yeah, I can't think of any other stories now.
Yeah,
I got
Everybody
tons
should
and
smoke crack
tons,
and
but,
worship
like,
Satan.
Whatever.
smoke what?
My whole life is paranormal. What are you talking about?
The whole goddamn thing.
Just a couple days ago, I was sitting on my bed and I felt the edge of the bed go down, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And then it went back up, and I was like,
I guess this
it's
if
okay.
something sat
Yeah,
next
no, I
to
felt
you.
someone sit down on the bed, and I was really like,
that's
Didn't
totally
you tell a
distinct.
story about a dog walking on its hind legs?
Like the
it's
first
a
time I
fucking
was on,
catch-up?
yeah, my Skinwalker story, yeah. That
Yeah.
shit happened in a old ball bearing factory near the train tracks on the southwest side.
Right on.
Is that
Yeah.
is that where the
Yeah.
FEMA camps are?
No, that's Beach Grove, homie. For sure. By the
Beach
way, if
Grove
you don't
does
know,
have FEMA camps.
oh
in it.
yeah, dude, yeah,
The
go to
Amtrak-
the
Amtrak
section.
Amtrak, yeah,
That's
all
actually FEMA camps.
the fences they have
You're talking about
barbed wire in
where the
there all
barbed
to
wire
keep
is facing
people
inside, and they
Yeah.
have 12 furnaces
to keep people
lining
from
the
getting out,
warehouse.
not in.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild. The whole
Conspiracies.
property.
Lithuania.
Here's
is
the
not
thing
real.
that they're not telling you about, though, that is a part of the industry, the death care industry, is if we do have a major pandemic, they're going to need to process a lot of bodies fast.
Yeah, we
And
learned
the
that.
current
Mhm.
amount of like crematoriums is what can handle business on a regular amount.
Send more
So if there was like
paramedics.
just a 10% increase in deaths, just 10% would swell the system and be too much. So they definitely have to have these, and they're not talking about it. A lot of people want to be like, "Oh, death camps," but no, I'm sure they do have a massive crematorium site. And why wouldn't you have that on the railroad tracks?
Right.
Because if you are in a
Yeah.
pandemic, especially in the Midwest, that's going to reach that really fast.
We've been
And if you need to process that, if there's, let's say it's like it's still spreadable after the host is dead, then yeah, you're going to need to burn that shit fast. So they don't want to talk about it, but it's just a real reality of what we have to plan for.
Mm.
Especially since we're the fuckers.
I mean,
going
if you
around
think about it,
paying other countries to investigate.
if you
that
look
shit
at
for
how
us.
the interstates are built in this country,
Right.
I mean, it's not even a
every-
joke anymore.
yes.
It's been proven.
I know.
that we were paying the
I know.
Wuhan lab to do that research. So
know.
that's not even a conspiracy anymore. It's legit.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's about time to close it up. I think we should probably close
Before
it
we
out.
escape into the hollow earth.
I do
we can
want
go to Jay Clyde's.
I do. We're going to Jay Clyde's.
Fucking, so before we leave,
Yeah,
before
yeah,
we
yeah.
cut, the Emerson Theater.
It's gonna take at least 20 minutes once we hit
Yeah.
end to actually fucking leave this bitch. But
The Emerson Theater, right? It's apparently up for sale or lease or something. They're trying to get current owners are trying to get rid of it.
send
least
send
people-
send us money, we'll buy
Right,
it.
right.
We'll make
Right.
it,
Fucking-
We'll
and
do
nobody will
shows.
ever
Who
have to
knew-
pay to
who
play
knew?
again.
Who the fuck knew that pay for play and Juggalo music wasn't going to be popular in 2022?
Man, I
But-
don't know.
Fucking, I got kicked out of the Emerson back in the day. I got kicked out of a lot of places, but the Emerson was one of the most fun. Fucking, we were playing a show with Up Scumbag
Mm,
and a couple
Love that
other
band.
people. I think it might have been Apple Core too. It might have been fucking Huntley's old band. Fucking
Core
might have
from
been Apple
Bloomington?
Core. Yeah, it was, and there was hardly anybody at this show. And it was when the Emerson had changed. It was when Indiana changed the rules about smoking inside and indoors. So like you
Oh,
couldn't
the day the music died.
yeah, and then they wouldn't let you go outside the Emerson. They wouldn't give you pass outs. So our friends wanted to go out and smoke, and we weren't making any money on the show. It was 3 fucking local bands, and like nobody was making any money. No pass out. So we brought our friends back in through the back. We're like, fuck, you don't have to pay to get in here. We're not seeing it. Or you've already paid once. You don't have to pay again. So we brought them through the back. Fucking Josh, the old owner and the door guy, ran back, tackled us, fucking told us we were banned from the fucking stage. I jumped up on stage, took the microphone from Up Scumbag and was like, Josh just kicked us out of here. Fuck Josh, fuck the Emerson, and fuck you. Dropped the fucking mic, left. And there was a small riot outside. They called the police, and
Nice.
we got the fuck out of there. But that was my last experience at the Emerson.
Hell yeah.
A lot of fun with sloppy seconds back there in the day. And
So
going
somebody should buy that shit back.
no. Somebody should just let it fucking die. I'm sorry.
No. Somebody should like open it up and make it the real deal.
I mean, yeah, but
Yeah.
let's
Like make it a real fucking deal. I mean, they flattened out the fucking. I haven't been in there. In
Biggest
years.
mistake they ever made was flattening out that stage.
No shit. I haven't been in there since, man. The last time
No.
I was there was what's that fucking Downtown Brown, Mr. Clayton the Pink Cigarettes, and Billy Boswell's old band. Oh man, help me
Sloppy
out.
seconds was the only reason that I would go to the Mel or go to the Emerson.
I'll think of it. But
Sloppy shows were always fun there. Very sloppy
Truth.
New Year's.
Well, we do need to shut this down. I do want to. The first thing I want to thank
more shots.
Jordan and Jackie for bringing turkey tonight because by
Yes,
far,
that
by
was
all
super
means, wow, hell yeah.
I got a designated driver. It's
Very,
great.
very cool of you to hook it up tonight. Thank you guys so much for coming on tonight and being our guests.
Thanks for having us.
Hell yeah, you guys
You
are
need to come
great.
back.
Apparently, Jackie was the bestest, and we're just the restest. But
All right.
Yeah.
thank you guys so much for coming out and hanging out and having fun with us. As always,
Don't-
Polly,
don't-
right? Polly, is it Polly?
It's Johnny.
Johnny,
Johnny
and
Sacco.
Johnny and Dr. Peters. Thank you guys so much for doing this.
Peter 45 Grave.
Thank you for everybody that watched
So evil.
and you know, interacted with the show. God, my brain. Turkey brain.
Liked,
Turkey.
loved.
I'm not
Yeah.
trash, but I am turkeyed.
Smoke, crack, and worship Satan.
Oh man, don't smoke crack. It's
I
a
know,
trick. Grab an
I
axe.
knew a dude that he was really into death metal. He had a shirt, and that's the back of the shirt said "Smoke, crack, and worship Satan." I was like, all right, Mike.
Hell yeah,
It's like that's
Good game plan.
it's nice shit.
cool.
Words to live by. Apparently.
So next week, midweek
Midweek
crisis.
Crotchet.
Midweek crotchet. Next week we got the Bombcats coming on the show. It's gonna
They're
be a
fun.
fun one. Definitely join us next week. It's gonna be a packed house. These couches are gonna be filled. The fucking soundboard's gonna be racked up. Got to borrow some microphones just to get this one done. So yeah, definitely check that out. Big shout out to our sponsors at Punk Rock Night. Fuck yeah. And Naptown Punk. Thank you again, Jonathan of Naptown Punk, for printing the flyers for the show at State Street, Friday the 13th. It's going to be a fun one.
That was cool.
Make sure you all fucking find that event page, click interested or going or decline, what the fuck ever, do something, whatever, put it in your calendar.
Soy City.
It's going to be, yeah, dude, Soy
Hmm.
City Stranglers, Hans Condor, The Run Up, and of course the new hardcore band in Indy, Paint Job. It's going to be a good one. But for sure, find that event page if you can make it, or maybe you can make it. Check that out. If you see our reels, heart that shit, share that shit. We're trying to come up with money to kill the deficit that we constantly have to pay out to do this. So by doing that, by sharing those reels, by hiring those reels, commenting, what the fuck ever, it's going to help us pay the bills. It's going to keep this alive so we can keep bringing awesome people like Jordan and Jackie out and the
'Cause they paid us
Bombcats.
a lot to show up tonight.
Yeah. Thank you so much again for bringing that turkey. That is so fucking dope. Super amazing of you guys.
Go see the luxury pushers on Saturday.
Yes. Amen. Yeah. It's going to be a fun night for sure. Definitely have to check out Astrophobes. Saw them, played with them out in Newcastle at the Right Room. Love you, Marlowe's. What else? So
Long live fiber.
Alana Disney made a little meme the other day about chopped livers makes nuts. It is coming.
yeah.
We're gonna be doing it twice a month on Sundays. It's gonna happen, and we will be doing Raymond Bowl. Don't fit in once a month, moving forward, and soon we will have another form of skit show coming with Peter Graves, Polly Punk, myself, and a bunch of other people in the art scene that will be helping us do it as well. So that's
Sweet.
coming. And there are other things. Sid's shot. You'll hear about it. It's coming. But gotta close it out, right?
Yeah.
All right. So
Go to
yeah.
karaoke.
Tons of words. Yeah, we're heading to J. Clyde's. We're doing karaoke. In the words of Robbo from the Melody Inn, turn on your fucking headlights, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't talk to strangers. Shop smart. Shop ass smart. Ladies and gentlemen,
No
it's been an
glitter.
honor. It's been a pleasure. It's been fun. Thank you guys so much again for coming on the show tonight. We are the unheard. We are the overlooked. We are
Fiber.
Tie like a tiger, you motherfucker. We are child liver. Hit it, brother.
Chopped Liver is recorded in front of a live studio audience.
You think you're weird? I think you're dumb. You let's go.